Yo, what's going on, everybody? Xanthus Vice here, and we are finally back with some more Honkai Star Rail. I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me really apologize, because yes, I know I broke my promise about punishing Grey Raven, but also didn't stream the last season. Let me be perfectly honest about this. After work on Friday, I was just fucking exhausted, and then I was like, oh shit, that's right, we had the graduation for my sister, and then I have something else to do later in the day on Saturday. So I need to make sure I have my energy, and I was already pretty low on energy, so I just went to sleep after, just to get a bit rejuvenated. Friday or Saturday, like I said, I was gonna be busy that day, and I'll be honest, like I just crashed out from like Saturday night, and even like when I woke up on Sunday, I was like, ah, shit, I need to relax a bit more. So, yeah, that's why I haven't done streams 3 days in a row. So sorry about that, but that's why I'm trying to make it up with these next couple days. So today will be, as you can see, Star Rail. Tomorrow I will continue with Tales of Berseria Remastered, and then on Wednesday, I forget, is the next part of the update for Wuthering Waves this week, or is it after? I don't remember. That's my problem. Because if it is for this week, then I'll probably do Wuthering Waves on Wednesday, and then either Thursday, Friday, I'll do Punishing Grey Raven. Like, I promise this time it will be for sure, especially since I kind of have to do it soon, since we're only a couple weeks away from Alpha's new frame. But anyway, where we last left off, we had finally defeated the fake Power Rangers and everything. And it seemed like both the three Rangers were the supplicants, supposedly. But again, it still hasn't really been entirely resolved, right? Because it's like, there's clearly some other kind of force at play here, and it does still make you wonder, with what that Bloom person did in the last game, why is she trying to mimic something similar to it if it made her and her followers lose a lot of their livelihood, right? It just seems kind of strange that it would end up that way. And also, we didn't get to see or take the mask that belonged to Full Wish, right? So, is it that it can actually be shared by more than just one person? Is it possible to transfer the power of the mask to someone else that the participant or supplicant deems worthy? Kind of makes me think so. And again, it's like, is it really just it to like just copy the MO of that person and just leave it at that? But it seems like we're going to Greyfear Academy to, I forget, why the hell are we going there again? I think to, like, investigate a bit more about... No, yes, that's right. We're trying to investigate a bit more about the incident and try to get a better understanding of potentially what Full Wish's perspective on that incident and where it leads to at this point in the game. But yes, finally, we are at 4.2. It took a while. Not a crazy while, mind you. But it definitely took a while, but we are finally back on track. And yes, I know there's still the stuff for 4.3, so it'll depend on how I try to pace myself with this as to whether this will still continue on Sunday. I probably will still keep doing it on Sundays until we hit until we're like completely caught up, like nothing's left behind, mind you. And then I'll probably just let it stack up again and then come back to it later. Because like I said, I do want to do Witch of the Holy Night as soon as possible. Because like I said, I don't know when they'll release the animated version of it, but still better for me to try to get that done sooner rather than later. And I actually am gonna upgrade my PC sometime in like the next week or two, so hopefully I should be able to like do a lot more of the gacha games that I currently have, because that was also kind of one of the reasons I stepped back a bit, because y'all know that like I have too many gacha games on my PC. I have Do Night of Biz, I have Argonauts Enfield, I have Star Rail, Impact Third, Punching Grey Raven, Wuthering Waves. It's just so many gacha games, and they take up so much space. So I was like, I'm gonna need like at least one SSD specifically for my gacha games, and then one for like anything else. Because at least just like regular games on my PC that I get from Steam, like I can just take those out later. That's the thing. And then I'll have freed up that space. But the gacha games, they're just going to get bigger and bigger, you know? So I wanted to at least, like, increase the amount of, like, space I have for it and then following that along. That's why I haven't really been getting back into it, because I'm like, oh, shit, if I start this now and then just, like, try to do it a bit more, I'm just going to, like, be too like critical management on it, and I really don't want to have to bother myself with it. Yo, what's up, Guardian? Alright, all those games are freaking huge file size wise. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, that's why I didn't like try to catch up with all that stuff recently. It's not that I've lost interest, mind you. I do still want to see where it's gonna go with the plot and everything, but I just sound like in the grander scale of things, it's like you're saying just now, Guardian, the files just get bigger and bigger. And again, it's like I already have like 3 major ones that already have a big file size, like Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and Honkai Impact 3rd, because I do Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2. But that's also why it's like I'm still waiting on that, because it's like if I do, it's like, again, it's just gonna go more and more, and I've been backed up by a couple of updates now, so that's why I'm trying to like wait until that. But anyway, that's enough about that. But like I said, today we're gonna continue with Star Rail, finally at 4.2, and see where the hell the story's going from here. But yeah, how you doing, Guardian? Hope you had a good day so far. Did see you did like the Dead Disco game earlier today? Or was that yesterday? I don't remember, sorry. I just been pretty tired the past couple days. But now I'm back to full strength, so let's see where we go. So yeah, we had to go to Arcadia Academy. And I did at least see the CN server preview of Alpha's new frame. I do like it. I will say one thing though, like I saw like it showed her ult, and it's like it's technically 2 parts, right? It's like a light ult, and then like her true ult, I think, or I guess the first one could have been the skill. I will say, it does seem a bit basic, the what's possibly like the light ult or the skill thing, because when it's like it creates like a whole like freeze frame, and then you just do a slash while time stopped. That part, like, it looks cool at a glance, don't get me wrong, but it feels like they copied that from Raiden Mei, Hersher of Origin form, you know? Because she had the same thing, like, once she unleashes her blades, the whole surrounding is stopped, she's slicing with her sword over and over and over, and then she's going for the big, like, triple slash at the end. I'm like, ah, shit. But then I saw everything else, and I'm like, oh, okay, there's at least positives for that. It's like, they still have some part of the same gameplay where she can, like, send out waves of slashes and stuff. So it's like, at least they're still keeping that from, like, her, Crimson Weave frame. Well, CN always sees from over each other's guts. Yeah, that's true. It's just, I don't know. I just kind of expected, like, even more of a step up. At least for Alpha, you know? Especially since I'm a big Alpha fan. What can I say? Vision figured out how to do infinite sword waves, and now she's the boss. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, I do have the Crimson Weave figure for Alpha, like her regular one. I don't have the Tsubaki frame figure, unfortunately. I did have to cancel that one because I was tight on money at the time. But I at least have the original Crimson Weave figure. Only problem is I have to keep it in the box for now because I'm trying to like create more space to put it in. Because that's the other thing. Is like I'm trying to do a triple monitor setup, and I'm like, if I'm gonna have a figure on my desk, at least it will be my favorite figure, you know? And I mean, come on, y'all know I love Alpha of Crimson Weave's design. She's literally one of the coolest characters ever in all the video games I played. Like, definitely top 5 coolest. That limited edition controller with the Tsubaki image on it? Really? Interesting. Because, like, for Wuthering Waves, I saw they had, like a controller with a bit of the design from, like, Frolova and Cartetia, I think? But I didn't know they had one for, like, Tsubaki. Interesting. But then again, I'm not in the need of a new controller because I literally got a new wireless controller for my PC. But like I said, I'm saving that for when I do like a whole revamp of my PC. So I'm just leaving it until then. Because I got the ROG Raikiri 2 Xbox wireless controller. It's like, it's going to be something. I haven't gone back to WoW because I just got too many guns. Exactly. See, it's like, you get it. Because like I said, it's not that I'm sick of gotchas or anything like that, mind you. It's just like, again, they just take up so much space and each one's going to need a certain amount of time. Because I'll be honest, I've been putting off Wuthering Waves grinding for a while. I'm not going to lie. I haven't done the end game for like a couple weeks now. It's like, I feel guilty about it because I should be doing it for Alpha, which is why I'm going to try to be doing it starting this week. But I've just been so busy trying to catch up with like Wuthering Waves stuff to like pull for Yuki, and then for Honkai Star Rail with the Silver Wolf and everything. So at least now I can put back more of my attention to PGR. Alpha has a whole patch, so you should be okay. Yeah, that's true, but it's like I want to at least like get some of the pulls going, you know? Because also it's like if I'm gonna get the new alpha, I'm gonna try to get the whole package, like the cub, the weapon, and all that. So yeah, definitely gonna be a rough grind. But anyway, like we were saying, we're gonna continue with the main story and see what we can do. Pull Trippy's light code, and now I'm just saving for the supposed collab. Oh yeah.
あの夢みたいな学校生活の後でこうやってグラフィエ学院に戻ってくると自分がここの卒業生になったみたいな懐かしい気持ちになるね。
Because I mean, let's be honest, all eyes are gonna be on Wuthering Waves now, okay? Because look, we've seen collabs fail at times. Honkai Star Rail being the prime example with the Fate collab, which was ass. But Kuro Games did pull out all the stops for the collab with DMC5. Sure, Cyberpunk will be fine. Yeah, because like I said, if Kuro Games can do that good of a job with DMC5, and I don't think anyone really had any disappointment or any negative opinions about it, or at least nothing that's too crazy, then I think it should be fine. Can't be worse than the Fate collab. Nah, that's true. Fate collab story was so... It really was. It's like I said, if you can't actually write a genuine story for it, just don't write it at all. Like, just make them just like characters in the game, but just make it like that's it. If you really can't go all into it, because it just like hurts more seeing you make it sound like, oh, you did it just as people should expect it to, and it's nowhere near the levels, you know? Especially as someone who's played Fate Grand Order for a while, since the official release in like 2015, 2016. Characters in the kits were fine, but the part that everyone will remember was bad. Yeah, exactly. I played a Grand Summoner's Fate collabs. It was so much better. Nobody plays it. See, that's what's also crazy is like, even some of these other, like, I'm not gonna say lesser gacha, but ones with like a much more tight knit and not as overblown communities for those games can do a better job, surprisingly, when it comes to collabs. And I'm like, dude, if they can do it and they don't have all that money and stuff, how the hell are you guys not doing it? Not super popular gachas have better collab. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're seeing it a lot more. Again, Kuro Games still did pull out with the DMC5 collab. That was spectacular. So again, hopefully the thing with like this next collab will at least be good. That's all we really need, okay? Suppose you could call this your alma mater now.
ちょっと待って、この懐かしい気持ちって火花ウイルスの後遺症とかじゃないよね。
Yeah, sorry I was rambling for like a while. Just felt like getting my thoughts out there.
心配しなくても大丈夫よ、みつきちゃん。超常現象管理局が学校を完全消毒してくれてるから。
According to DMC5 was the best collab I've ever been in. Reverse 1999. Thinks Assassin's Creed was amazing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I heard about that collab, but I never checked it out, so... Alright, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, to me, best collab will always still be, like, DMC5. Well, at least it's the ones I experienced. Like I said, I haven't played too many games, so it's like, I won't say it's, like, best all time, but it's definitely one of the best, I feel like.
ならよかった。調査中にいきなりウサギキノコになって踊り出すなんてことになったら嫌だもん。それでマンガンについてだけど、どこから調べたらいいかな。
Should check the archives.
校内で調査をするのなら、最初に校長に話を通しておくのが筋だもの。15年も前のこととはいえ、当時の業務日誌、学籍や訪問者の記録なんかはまだ残ってるはず。それらの記録の保管場所についても校長なら知ってると思うわ。
But I mean, he wouldn't be the best person to ask, right? Because, again, he always just huddles in his little space, right? Who's to say in all those times he's like gone to his like own little world that people haven't like gone to the archives and like taken everything or marked things off or rewrote history, you know? There is that possibility. I feel DMC 5 was the best because I can look at it without fangirl goggles and it was awesome. No, I definitely agree because, look, that's the thing. I don't know shit about DMC, okay? Again, I will start the series eventually, okay? I'll do it. I do know I had to start with DMC 3 first, but like I said, I'll get to it eventually. But a guy with no knowledge about it, but just from seeing like clips and like shorts and stuff about how like Dante and Virgil are like, and like their fights and stuff, like just the clips that I see from YouTube, and then seeing it on the quote unquote big screen of my monitor when actually playing it in PGR, I could say without a doubt it was amazing. And again, there's no bias towards it because I'm not saying it just because like, oh, I love Punishing Grey Raven, but I also say it's like you can tell there was a lot of care that went into a lot of details. And that's what you really need to appreciate, getting it down to the finest letter.
とにかくまずは校長室に向かいましょう。
And yes, I am using this Silver Wolf team. Bite me. I know, it's not the main Silver Wolf team, okay? But this is the best I can do with what I got. Hmm? Okay, I thought something happened. Okay, he actually is here. Okay. Thought maybe he wasn't.
姫子、やっと来てくれたか。ニュースで見たんだ。君たち雲の島のイベントでなんとかじゃあとかいうのと戦ってから行方不明だったそうじゃないか。大丈夫だったか？怪我は？まったく10回以上もメッセージを送ったのに一言も返事をくれないなんて。一体どういうつもりなんだ？とはいえ、こうして直接無事な姿を見せてくれたことだし、今回の件は許すとしよう。だが、忙しかったにしても、せめてメッセージか電話の一本くらい。
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Himiko, I get that it's like, you're not trying to make it seem like, oh my god, I'm getting like too deep into this, or like trying to see a bit more grown up since, I mean, to be fair, she is like 30. But still, it's like, a message ain't the worst thing to do. Like a text surely should be enough.
おっと、もちろん君たちの勇姿もニュースで見ていたぞ。なかなか見事な戦いぶりだった。なんとかじゃあたちめ、身の程知らずにも俺の娘の部下たちに挑もうなんて100年早かったな。
なんか今の言い方だとうちらが大魔王姫子の手下みたいに聞こえてくるね。
とにかく姫子の護衛は君たちに任せたからな。くれぐれも娘が前に出て戦うなんてことにならないようにしてくれよ。
もうそのくらいにして。はあ、父さんとあんたが揃うといつも話があさっての方へ飛んでくんだもの。私なら大丈夫。あんたの娘は陶器の人形みたいに壊れやすくなんてないわ。それと今回ここに来たのは。
もちろん分かっているとも。ここへは娘としてではなく請求列車のナビゲーターとして来た。そうだろう。それで新たな棺間の件で何か進展でもあったのか。その件で突然質問攻めにされたんだ。
質問攻め？
君たちが来る前に超常現象管理局から随分いろいろと聞かれたよ。そうそう、漫画についてもいくつか質問された。だが残念ながら何をどう答えていいやらまるでわからなかったんだ。15年前俺はここにいなかったし、 彼女は間違いなく我が校の優秀な卒業生だからな。とはいえ、君たちがこの件に巻き込まれていることは知っていたから資料はまとめておいた。役に立つといいんだが。
Okay, good. I was about to be like, dude, is this really the time to withhold information? Like, you see the shit she's doing? This so-called surgery to make people happy? Like, bro, clearly there's more important than just those kinds of standards, okay? But good. At least he'll give us something. Better than nothing, I guess.
さあ、必要そうなものは資料室に揃えてある。役立ちそうなものがないか探してみてくれ。
Alright. About Foolish.
実のところ、俺が彼女の名前を知ったのは15年前の失ゲマの事件が起こった後だった。
Wait, what? Seriously? But you're the dean!
校長としては彼女ともっと顔を合わせてその心の傷を癒してあげるべきだったんだろうが、あの頃俺にはそれができなかった。
Seriously, how the hell is this guy the dean? Why?
それは本当にそこまで言わないとダメか。教育者として最低限の威厳までなくしたくはないんだが、身勝手なことだと分かっていた。それでも当時は彼女の名前を耳にするたびこう思わずにはいられなかった。あの惨劇を生き残れた人がいるのなら、どうしてそれが俺の娘ではいけなかったのかとね。
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot because he even said so himself. Like, he didn't even know that she was still alive. She just kind of like vanished. But I mean, dude, like, what the hell were you even doing that whole time? Like, there's no way your eyes were literally just stuck in that one space and you didn't think to get out at all. Come on, there has to be more to this. 15 years ago, you.
15年前、俺はとある薬乞いの州長のために巨大な肖像を地上に描くという依頼を受けてゴリアビデスへ向かっていたんだ。
Huh?
その人物があまたの病に効く霊薬を持っているという噂を聞いてのことだったが。
But that's just a portrait though, right? Well, actually, no. I guess, again, your imagination can bring things to life, so...
仕事を終えて故郷に戻った時には全てが変わっていた。学校では大事件が起き、娘も。
I don't know. I just still find it hard to believe he was just so deep into his work that he couldn't have, like, popped out for a fucking minute. Like, bro, are you serious? I don't know. It just seems pretty weak to me.
もちろんあの時俺がここにいたところで何もできなかっただろうと理解はしている。だがそれでもあの一件で俺は決心したんだ。もしも自分の生きているうちにまた幻月遊戯が開催されたなら、今度こそ絶対にこの地を離れるようなことはしないと。だから今回幻月が満ちると聞いてすぐに飛んできたんだ。だが結局また出遅れて、学院はあの火花という聖越者にめちゃくちゃにされていた。
みんなのピンチを救うのはうちら七死人に任せてよ。
Ah, okay. So that's why we didn't actually see him the whole time we were here until after. Okay, because he literally only just returned then. But again, then it brings up a bigger question. Who made whatever that world was like that anyway, right? Because even if that's like the setting of like how the school used to be before, why would it suddenly replay a memory of 15 years ago? Especially since it couldn't have been influenced by him because he wasn't even there to begin with. So how was it even recorded there?
ああ、ありがとう。
Is it because Himiko was there?
不思議なことに火花がここで大暴れしてから入学希望者の数が過去最高を記録したんだ。 今の時代ってものがますますわからなくなったよ。
Because also, it couldn't have been under the influence of Sparksy either, because it doesn't even seem like she even knew anything about that. And she's not connected, considering she's just an imaginative sparkle from recently, right? So, where would that even tie in the first place? Won't take up any more of your time then.
どういたしまして。そうだ、資料室で探し物をするだけじゃなく、ペトロワ先生に話を聞いてみるといい。彼女は教員たちの中で一番の古株だし、知っていることも多いだろ
う。分かったわ。じゃあ2人ともまずは資料室に向かいましょうか。ありがとう、父さん。
資料室の場所もペトロワ先生がいそうなのも現像化教室のあたりだよね。
先生、ここに戻ってきてそれなりに経つのになかなか会いに来られなくてごめんなさい。
なーに、大丈夫さ。こうして会いに来てくれただけで嬉しいよ。それよりすまなかったね。君から預かっていた仮面だが、あれは結局。
長い間預かってもらえただけで十分助かったわ。ありがとう。
君は変わらないね。急ぎのようだけど、今日は何か用事があって学院へ来たのかい？
So wait, I'm confused. So, Himeko gave her a mask, but was it that it was her mask from 15 years ago? Is that how it works? Like, you could potentially use masks from the past to like reuse, but it's like their power's drained until it's the time, right? Because that would explain why Pearl even had so many to begin with, right? And we don't know exactly the means that the Simwish Syndicate had or used to even obtain a mask, right? So is it possible that you actually can just recycle them from previous games? As long as they're like intact? Because again, then how would she have been holding it for so long? We're here to ask about Fulhamish if you could.
ワンゴン、例の事件を生き延びたかわいそうなあの子のことかい？
Yeah, sure.
事件の後、学校はあの子のために寄付を募った。涙を拭いながらみんなに必死に頭を下げていた姿は今もはっきり覚えているさ。かわいそうな話さ。運よく自分の命は助かったけど両親は亡くして、学校じゃあの子が助かったのは失言魔とつながってるからだなんて噂まで立てられて、そうでなきゃどうやって助かったんだって、まったくひどいことを言う連中がいるものさね。
Really? They thought she was... Well, then again, I guess they could have thought... I guess they were probably just too emotional at the time, right? Because they were like, what about my kid, right? What about our family? How did it end up that she was the sole survivor, right? I mean, I guess it would make sense. Because again, all those emotions would just like compile at once. Especially if they thought everyone was dead and then they hear about survivor, but it's not a single one of their family members. Damn. But again, it's like, how did she survive is the question, right? Because supposedly, like, no one should have been able to survive it. Himiko was only lucky because she wasn't in the school at the time.
あの子は成績も優秀だったし、気立ても良かった。成功してからもよく学校に顔を見せに来てくれてね。そうそう、奨学金に当ててくれって寄付もしてくれたよ。
卒業した後については何か聞いてたりしない？
大学を出た後、一人で天外への進学を選んだという話は聞いたよ。スターピースカンパニーに入る機会もあったらしいが、結局は故郷へ戻ってど 倒産寸前の海原テレビの経営を引き継ぐ道を選んだそうだ。
Oh, really? So, really? So, she actually had a chance to be with the IPC. Interesting. Because again, it's like she did kind of like have some sort of idea that there was more to the IPC, right? And she would hold more of a grudge against them because again, it's like they were supposed to be in charge of the case, right? But in the end, the case kind of went cold because justice wasn't brought to the people, right? They kind of just did it behind closed doors, but no one knew the truth. Who was the culprit? Why did it end up that way? Was there any way they could have stopped it? What kind of measures were even taken? Maybe it was there that she learned the truth, right? That she learned the truth that whoever, that the person who was the Bloom serial murderer or whatever, that was someone for the IPC, right? Because again, that's what we learned later on, that it was someone from, was it the Genius Society or the Intelligentsia Guild? I think it was the Intelligentsia Guild, which means they kind of have a connection to the IPC that was responsible for it, right? So maybe that's why. Like she's trying to turn this whole game against them since they're supposed to be the ones like having the advantage with Pearl participating and having a couple masks, but another chance to change it.
天外への進学。先生、彼女の進学先について具体的に聞いたことは？
Yeah, because if it's Janjo, then that would be how she learned about abundance, right? Was it abundance or no, it wasn't propagation, but about the tree, right?
あいにく聞いたことはないね。テレビ局を引き継いだ後は次々企画を立ち上げて数年とかからずに事業規模を二総楽園全土にまで拡大したって話だよ。私が知っていることといえばそれくらいさね。
But anyway, yeah, it's like it's supposed to be tied to like the abundance thing, right? Because that's what Asheville had kind of like deduced when taking in the sins of those three rangers, right? That in the end he felt that energy within them, which kind of takes root from like that whole problem in Janjo.
ありがとう、先生。いい話を聞かせてもらったわ。
Alright, I was gonna speak to the students.
新たな失言魔の話が本当だったなんて。この間鳩川で起きた事件も蘇った失言魔の仕業だって噂だよ。今度もまたこの学校で事件を起こすつもりだったらどうしよう。長期休暇を申請して家に引きこもってた方がいいか
な。何をビビってるんだ。本当に失言魔が来るならその様子をライブ配信してインプ稼ぎに利用してやるさ。休む必要なんてない。いざとなったらそのまま学校を辞めてやる。
What do you know about the Herald of Death?
知ってるぞ。15年前ここの生徒を数百人も殺したんだろ。
数百人？そんなに多かったっけ？私が聞いたことあることといえば当時の事件現場が今も学校のどこかに残ってるって話くらいかな。なんだか怖くなってきた。もうこの話はやめて早く行こう。
列車の人たちに協力したらもしかするとモフモフ号に出してもらえるかもしれないじゃんか。
有名になりたすぎてとうとうおかしくなっちゃったの？
Okay. Alright, guess we go to the archive room now. Oh, right, I forgot. Since we're finally all caught up with the story, we might as well try out the new character. Which I didn't... Or no, we actually did do it with Silverwolf, didn't we? So, I might as well see what Evanescence is all about. If I remember, you guys told me she was supposed to be like a DPS. So, probably not a fit for Silverwolf's team, supposedly, but I don't know. Again, I'm trying to pull her, at least attempting to. Just because, again, I love the Flame Chasers. The OG ones, what can I say? Any chance of having them all on the same team, it's like... blessing for me. Okay, when gaining energy, gain certified banger. Gaining certified banger gains energy. Multiple ways to obtain that from teammates, and the more banger points, the higher the ultimate damage. Alright. Of course. Alright, let's see. So yeah, she's a physical unit. A discipline deals massive physical damage to one enemy and physical to adjacent. Yeah, a lot of people do that. Additionally gains punchline. I will say, I feel like at some point they're gonna have to stop doing the adjacent targets thing. Like, I know it's like people like how you can do damage to more than one person, but it's gonna get old at some point. Considering it's like a lot of people can already kind of do that with their skill. Like, can make it a bit different or something. I'm just saying, it's like at the rate it's going, if they're just gonna do this for every character, then it's like, what's the point of a skill? Just call it like an AoE attack then. At that point, the ultimate sword song absolution denied. Physical to all enemies, then deals physical damage to a random enemy, but a total of 5 times. Oh, okay. Talent Youth, Halcyon Evermore. Whenever Nessia gains energy, she will simultaneously gain an equal amount of certified banger. When she gains it, she'll simultaneously gain an equal amount of energy. After a certain amount of energy is accumulated, Master Fox launches follow-up attack, dealing minor physical damage to all enemies and regenerates energy for Evanescia. While Evanescia holds certified banger, using skill or an old Master Fox follow-up attack can deal minor physical elation damage to all enemies. With the elation skill, that's all enemies and gains banger. Petal Fall Floor Reminiscence technique immediately attacks all enemies within a certain range. After entering combat, deals minor physical damage to all enemies and gains certified banger. Okay, so that's what that was.
銀河二刀流って呼んでくれ。
また足手まといねえが言えたぞ。さらばじゃ。行こう、狐先生。掟に従い、わらわが裁かん。汝はアウトじゃ。君に幸があらんことを承服。
考えるだけじゃない、感じるんだ。おっ
これで次じゃな。
Yo, what the hell was that? Dude, seriously, what the hell was that? Like, turned his sabers into like nunchucks? Okay, finally something a bit different. Let's just use the old for the hell of it. Why not?
人は天命に抗うことを
I
後
don't really know
わず
about
と
it,
い
so
う
might as well check it. Okay, so what does this do again? Hexagram Feathered Fortune. Gains punchline, immediately grants 1 extra turn where a fixed amount of punchline is taken into account and increases all type best spend. Okay, got it.
それでも私はこの札を持って書店を見尽くさん。札が告げる兆しは大凶よ。
すべての技は俺の手に。食らえ。
それは反則じゃぞ。
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ。
Oh, but I see. She can stack her ult to 2. Okay, kind of like how other units can. Okay, I see. I didn't notice that till just now. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do
開
this.
拓を巻き送れ。
Nice.
お仕置きじゃ。
Damn, still up.
あら残念。大凶よ。
考えるだけじゃない、感じるんだ。
反則じゃ。
吉星交渉。
最高の瞬間を彩ってやる。今ここはお前のステージだ。
これで次じゃな。進み続けた。行こう狐先生。掟に従いわらわが裁かん。汝はアウトじゃ。
ありがとな。あと500年は戦える。
人は天命にこの札で書店を見尽くさん。幸があらんことを承服。
全ての技は俺の手に。
積んだな。
優越報復 Z。
あっちはその中で十分だ。
行こう掟に従いわらわが裁く。
Alright, I will admit, all those follow-up attacks are pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, back to the actual investigation. Let's see what we can find.
この資料室の雰囲気ちょっと変だよね。薄気味悪いっていうか、なんか水煙みたいな感じがする。
Oh wait, will the poster still be here, or will it not?
15年前からこうだったわ。この資料室には生徒全員の成績が記録されてるから、絵の成績が良くなかった生徒たちなんかが期末試験のたびに恨みのこもった良くないものを描き出すのよ。ここにはかなりいろいろな資料が保管されてるみたいだし、父さんが整理してくれたもの以外にも何かないか探してみましょうか。できれば漫画の卒業後の足取りについての手がかりが欲しいわね。何度も母校を訪れてるって話だったし、きっと何かしら記録が残ってるはずよ。北条に関わる技術を彼女は一体どこから手に入れたのかしら。彼女の経歴がそれを探る糸口になればいいのだけど。保管資料の目録に目を通してみたけど、随分欠落が多いわ。事件の後、超常現象管理局がかなりの数の資料を持ち去ったんでしょうね。
これは
Sparksies really have pulled the same trick again and left a gift at the school. Man, maybe. Okay, confiscated from the Sparksy fan club's unauthorized late night gathering. Data confiscation. Reason for confiscation: 3 second-year students and 5 first-year students formed an unauthorized club called Sparksy Fan Club. They held an unsanctioned gathering in the gymnasium late at night. Club members wore bizarre costumes, waved glow sticks, and chanted "Destroy the old model and Sparksicle forever," while surrounding the doll. Boy. Continuous noise resulted in night patrol teacher suffering a sudden seizure, requiring emergency medical. What the hell? Supposed method: store in the archive room to be returned upon. Seriously? Just burn the damn thing.
どうしてこんなところに。
Seriously. I should destroy it, but the game won't allow me. But damn it. Fine. Okay, check the computer next. Let's see. Probably older than me. Every ounce golden years on the desk. Let's check Fullwish. Without entrepreneur Fullwish visited school recently. Only she's hanging with students. What did they take away from the speech? Here's what 3 students had to say.
プレスリリースばっかりだな。
Let's check the early.
1982年から1984年の年間優秀生徒名簿。最優秀生徒は 3年連続で満貫だ。
I'm gonna check again. But I'm gonna check the later stuff. Yeah. Donate scholarship. School makes first appearance at Full Wish TV's annual university rankings. Covers their school's anniversary celebration once again.
1980最優秀生徒。
Oh, okay, yeah, the poster is still here. Wow. Okay, Herald of Death Incident.
さすがはカンパニー。あらゆる情報を遮断したんだな。
Yep.
まあ、分かってたことだけど。
Alright, what about Himiko?
規定違反の髪型をした生徒への警告について。
Seriously?
本校生徒による全3件の食中毒事件に関する処分。
Wait, what?
本校生徒による暴力事件に関する処分。
Oh yeah, now that I think about it. Yeah, because in that like little memory or like flashback time space or whatever, they called her boss, right? So what, was she like a delinquent boss or something? Like, what is this? It's magnificent. For your beta breath will take a good long while before you snap out of it. Right. It's exactly the task at hand, but I would like to read more. The very bottom of all the entries regarding Himiko lies a faculty appointment notice from 15 years ago. The new red-haired assistant is the dean's daughter. Wait, what? Assistant? Her constitution is weak, so she can't handle heavy labor. Right. Remember, don't assign her anything outside of clerical work. So read the note in the file. Okay. Not really much to see from there. Oh, okay, here we go. Let me ask March what she's doing.
名探偵美月なのかのお出ましだよ。
Oh, right. This
15
thing.
年前の事件について知ってることは全部話してもらうんだから。
何かの誤解だ。勘違いだ。俺はただちょっと呪いを受けただけの現像種で、ここから一歩も動けないし、何にも知らない。ケロ見つけた資料をお前たちに見せるよ。校長から言われただけだ。
What year did she graduate? I already obtained this information somewhere. I'm gonna check the other two. I'm gonna just see. Youthful smiling faces in the photo. It's surreal to think that these people are now pushing middle age. Regrettably, she's not among them. It's a pretty wild design. Everyone in the graduation photos dressed like they raided a costume shop. Some genius even brought their illegal imaginated creations for the group shot. School's culture sure is quite liberal. Alright. And yes, I know it was 1984. I didn't even need this era to point it out for me, but still. First page is a somber graduation photo. And the students in the photo betrayed at the hint of a smile. Stood sparsely, the teeth in an aged person's mouth, separated by absences that could never be filled. Ah, right. The alumni yearbook for the class of 1984, you find a page belonging to Full Wish. Oh, right, because she would have been the only one there. Okay. Street Seafeld City. Plan Arcadia, Consternation Star Zone. Postgraduate destination, Institute of Cognitive Science, Garden Star Botanical Study. Ah, shit. Okay, Botanical Study, I see. And Cognitive Science? Ah, fuck me. Okay, I'm starting to see where this is going. Interest, white. Dream destination, the seaside. Favorite animal, hallucigenia. Ideal career, teacher. Messages from classmates. Graduation day has finally arrived, but so many never made it back. If I hadn't flipped away early that day, could I have done something for them? While I look at the empty seats in our classroom, I ought to feel guilty for being powerless. Full Wish, did you feel the same? I come to terms with it now. The past is the past. Those of us left behind have to take care of ourselves. The climate on Garden Star Botanical Study is very different. Carry yourself, Full Wish. See ya. Winning first place in the campus Genesis competition, making at the top of several consecutive semesters, always been outstanding, Fullwish. That's why I truly believe you can make it through that nightmare, show all of Planet Arcadia with a smile that we won't be easily defeated by a single tragedy. Never doubted that. A new chapter in life is about to begin. Facing the lens of life, keep on smiling. Sarah. Wait, why does it make you feel like it's from her? Well, no, then again, I guess it's just messages that they put here, kind of like how, like, the athletes or, like, the people in band and stuff get to leave, like, little quotes at the end for their graduation or something. Message from a teacher. Even though you soon leave Planet Arcadia to pursue cognitive science, I can't help but feel a sense of loss. It's a failure on my part as a teacher that I couldn't inspire you to stay in the Genesis industry. But as a teacher, I fully understand your choice. To help shape researchers like you for the Intelligentsia Guild fills me with deep pride. I sincerely wish for the vastness of horizons, Fullwish. May you realize your dreams and may the sorrow sown in the past blossom into flowers of happiness in the future. Hermione. Parents up. Oh. Wait, was she actually going to the Intelligentsia Guild for this? Is that like a requirement of the Garden Star? Maybe? Okay. So, yeah, maybe she actually would have learned the truth, actually, from this. When she went here, again, I don't know if it was by design that she knew that the culprit was from the Intelligentsia Guild, or maybe she was just hoping to get, like, have a tie to the IPC to try to find more of, like, the evidence from it. But it does seem like she potentially could have learned something while over there. Okay. Interesting.
この花キュウリ遠征認知科学研究ペトロワ先生はマンガンが天外へ進学したって言ってたけどそれがここみたいだなみんなにも話を聞いてみよ
うどう何か分かったかしら
I found these clues.
この花キュウリ遠征どうやらここと同じく漆根聖域の内部にある温室世界のようねあったわこの星の財産所有権は博識学会の学派名義で登録されておかしいわね学派の名前が暗号化されてる
Maybe that school was shut down, right? Maybe a scandal happened, perhaps? That led to its shutdown?
15年前の失ゲマの正体はカンパニーの人間だったなんて陰謀論めいた噂を聞いたことはあったけど
Oh, right, because she doesn't know the full facts either. Like, she may have been helping to, like, defeat them, but she doesn't know, like, the full case.
事件の後カンパニーが躍起になって事件の痕跡を消して回ったことから考えるとあながちただの噂じゃないのかもしれないわね
Yeah, perhaps they just wanted to sweep everything under the rug completely, right? But, like, with no traces left. To the point that shutting down that school would also be a way to make sure that no one knew the connection between that person and the IPC, or the Intelligentsia Guild.
マンガンはカンパニーによって傷つけられカンパニーが出資する機関で学びそして今新たな失ゲマの容疑者になってるだなんて
Is that where Foolish obtained the technology, the abundance?
つまりその温室の世界で勉強したことからハッピーオペの技術を生み出したってこと
I mean, if it does have traces of the abundance, she would be able to study it there, because they probably would have some control samples.
確かにその可能性はあるけどそう断定するには情報がまだ曖昧ね
Because again, I don't know if maybe that's where she get the technology from, but at least she could have found the potential in it.
私には失ゲマの力を目の当たりにした彼女がその真相を突き止めようとしたように思えるわ卒業後他の世界への進学を選んだのもそのためけどそのたった数年でハッピーオペを完成させるだけの知識が得られるものかしら
Yeah, because again, it's like even if she even if she understood abundance, how would she be able to form it in such a way, right? That would take some extreme insight and also knowing a lot more about abundance, right? Like, where would she really uncover all of that? She would need to maybe that's also why Jeanjo's involved, right? Because maybe that chaos is kind of like from within, like there was a traitor, kind of like how Fantilia was able to reside within Tingyun for it. Maybe they actually had another spy or something in their midst. But at least this one for like the Plan Arcadia stuff.
仮にハッピーオペに使われる北条の力が棺ゲマの負の遺産だとすれば、それを隠蔽しようとしてたカンパニーが気づかないわけがない。
Right.
ただの一学者ではできないことが多すぎるわ。
Yeah, because Ashvale was kind of trying to, he was coming to the same conclusion, right? Like, there's no way you didn't think that she would have been some kind of danger like this, right? Or surely you would have been watching her, considering, how she was very significant in that whole incident, right? Maybe not as the actual culprit at the time, but still. But she was like, we had a hunch, but we didn't do anything yet. But again, why? Maybe it's because they felt like if they silenced her, Survivor, then it would bring in the question even more, why is the IPC doing this, right? They possibly would have come to bite them in the ass of like, okay, we understand why you'd have to like keep the culprit, but what happened to the person who survived the incident? Why are they going through this if they tried to detain her to make sure she didn't look into anything, right? Maybe that would have like furthered that instead of just being rumors, it would have been truth, or some truth that would have been a conspiracy by the IPC. But again, still, it's like, she would have needed help from all of this, because this is clearly too big for her to do by herself.
もしかすると、学友という立場を生かして、彼女から直接話を聞くべきかもしれないわね。
Really? An honest talk? I don't think she'll go through with it, because it's like, she sent her guys after us. Why would she feel obligated to talk to us now? Especially considering we defeated her supplicants, right? But again, it's like, she probably saw us more considering the mask hasn't been taken.
マンガンに先輩として連絡するってこと？
Yeah.
でも今さら会ってくれるかな？
Yeah, especially since also, like, Himiko's a survivor, but she kind of left. She didn't, like, try to, like, give support or anything, or try to be there for her as well as a fellow survivor. She just left. I don't know if she'd feel inclined to talk with her.
わからないわ。
Can you tell us about the full wish you know?
当時の私は健康上の理由から大学を休学して、父が校長を務めるこの学院で簡単な手伝いをしてた。
Right, that's what it said in the yearbook, or in the records.
彼女はメイリンと一緒に時々図書室へサボりに来てたの。二人は新聞記事をスクラップしたり、貸し出しカードを整理する私を手伝いながら、同級生たちの恋愛事情やいろんな噂話を聞かせてくれたわ。
Oh, right, yeah, because Belle was one of those people in that flashback too, right? That we saw from, like, that Himiko was talking to, that was just an illusion of what happened before the serial murder came to the school.
彼女たちは私を特別な配慮が必要な病人だとか、校長の娘だとか、そんな風に扱わなかった。よくお菓子を持ち込んでは分け合って食べたり、校内にある古書や古画をこっそり閲覧して楽しんだりもしてたわね。漫画は分かりやすく優等生らしくて、何について話してもほんの少し人より多くを知ってたわ。彼女が投げかける疑問は教科書の範囲どころか、その年齢にふさわしい範疇さえ逸脱することもあった。現像種の図鑑をめくる彼女の瞳が いつもキラキラと輝いてたのを覚えてる。私はそんな彼女の瞳から情熱と言い知らない孤独を感じたわ。もしも彼女があの頃の友情をまだ覚えててくれるなら、きっと会ってくれるはず。彼女は危ない橋を渡ってるけど、そうやって綱渡りしてる人ほど窮地の誰かからの理解や許しを欲してるものよ。直接会って聞いてみたいの。彼女が追い求めた幸福がどうして近畿の手術でしか維持できない幻なんかになってしまったのかを。
もちろんうちもだよ。
ありがとう、二人とも。ここでの調査だけでは説明のつかない点もまだ多いけど、少なくとも彼女の卒業後の動向についてはつかめたわね。それと学校を離れる前に行っておきたい場所があるの。マンガンと会う前に15年前の記憶にけじめをつけておきたいから。
それってあの15年前の旧校舎のことか。
Oh, right, that place. I forgot about that. Wait, did I do? I thought I did this one. Nah, you know what? We'll just do it now since. Oh wait, what the hell is this? Path of Possession? What is this for? Oh, this is for that, yeah, for this magical girl thing. Right. I think I remember seeing something about... Oh, okay, I can actually play some on card game. Yeah, I'll just do it. Ah, shit, they have a good one. Ah, I'm gonna take the chance, fuck it. Damn, okay. We can't unlock it yet. That's not good. I guess I'll go for it. Why not? At least can ignore the fence. Shit. Oh wait, no, yeah, I still get the strike regardless. Okay. I forgot that's how that works. Damn. Barely cut that clutch roll. I'll be honest, I got lucky with that. But alright, now we can move on. Sorry about that. Just feel like getting that over with first. But yeah, I wonder, will we maybe see like another memory when we get there? Yeah. Alright, come on. I know you're another imposter. Let's just get this shit over with. Come on. Wait, what? What the hell is this? Whisper. What the fuck is this shit? I'm not ready for this. Sure. Oh my god. Ah, shit. I'm being drawn into like a whole nother thing, aren't I? Fantastic. I have no idea what this even is. Ah, okay, it's like one of these. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get it. I see. let's just get this over with. I thought it was gonna get like another fight or something, but okay, sure. Okay, those can level up. Oh, okay, yeah, because it goes all directions for that. Okay.
片付けが全然終わらなくて、結局こんな遅い時間まで。どうか気になさらないで、メイリーさん。もともと今日は私が当番だったんですから。姫子、これって。
ええ、この作られた教室には15年前の生徒たちの残像がずっとそのまま残ってるのよ。
明日はいよいよ学園祭ですね。どんな風に盛り上がるんでしょう。保護者の方も招待されてるそうですけど、マンガンさんのご両親もいらっしゃるんですか？マンガンさん？あれが若い頃のマンガンなんだ。はい、
お父さんはもう休暇を申請済みだと言っていました。今頃はお母さんと一緒に明日の清掃を選んでいることでしょう。娘の晴れ舞台だ、清掃で出席しないとだなんて、お父さんったらいつもそんな冗談ばかり言うんですから。それじゃあ頑張らないとですね。
残念ですが、もうその機会はないんですよ、メイリンさん。何しろ予想外のお客様がいらしてしまったようですから。請求列車の皆さん、そして姫子先輩、まさかこのような場所でお会いするとは思いませんでしたよ。請求列車フェスは楽しめましたか？笑顔の子供たちは彼らの望み通り、皆さんに笑顔をお届けできたでしょうか？漫画、姫子先輩、一目見て私だと気づいてくださったみたいですね。
Foolish.
あの日、私はてっきり姫子先輩も学校にいるものだとばかり思っていました。血だまりの中に倒れたメイリンさんを見たとき、崩れた壁に押しつぶされて呼吸すらままならなくなったとき、私の心にはこんな思いが浮かびました。ああ、かわいそうな姫子先輩。あなたが失言魔と遭遇したらどうなってしまうのでしょう。ですが、誰に想像できたでしょうね。そんなあなたが今も生きている。それどころか、あの頃よりもずっとお元気そうだなんて。あなたは請求列車のナビゲーターとなって天外の世界を自由に旅している。私たち3人がいつも話していた通りの夢をあなたは叶えたのですね。本当におめでとうございます。
Yeah, because again, that's the thing. Himiko was able to escape like the guilt of being here, right? Because again, Full Wish probably would have had her own like her survivor's guilt, right? But more importantly, she was probably like forced a guilt upon her that she was the one who survived, but she doesn't have family, right? But everyone else is like, they still had family. It's like they just wish the person who's part of their family had survived, right? So even if it wasn't like told to her face or anything like that, like it'd probably just be looks or rumors, and she'd be trapped here, nowhere else to go. Hence, at least maybe part of the reason as to why she decided to venture beyond the skies for her career, right? To escape this prison.
姫子先輩、知っていますか？あの日から15年が経ち、私の体にあった傷はほとんどが完治しましたが、残念ながら時間では癒せない傷や心に開いた埋められない穴もあるのですよ。見てください。私がここにいて、ここに幻たちがいようとも、彼らの席は空いたままなのです。メイリン、リアン、チセ、ミーヤ、他にも大勢の皆さんが。15年の時が過ぎましたけれど、その時間は私にとって決して薬ではなく、死体を包み込む布でしかありませんでした。幾重にも重なって私を縛り付ける、ただそれだけのものです。 私はその布を破り捨てると決めたのです。覆い隠されていた血まみれの忘れ得ぬ全てを再び白日のもとに引きずり出してみせましょう。再び白日のもとに？そのために棺魔の犠牲者だったあんたが2人目の棺魔になるつもりなの？自分でも理解できない力を使ってまで幻月遊戯に勝とうだなんて。それはあの悪魔と、あんたから両親を奪っていったあの悪魔と何が違うの？ごめんなさい。あの悪魔と比べるなんてどうかしてたわ。今ならあんたにはまだチャンスがある。もうやめましょう。やめる？すみません。何についておっしゃられているのかよくわかりません。
Just as I thought, she won't admit it.
軽率な告発の前によく考えてください。マスコミ業界に身を置く者として皆さんに一つ忠告を。カメラの前に立つときは表情に気をつけて、発言は慎重に。
Yeah, it's also pretty funny, right? Because again, as a resident of this world, you'd think Himiko would be the one with the advantage, but that's also kind of the thing, right? She ran. I mean, I know that that's not really the case, but because of that, Full Wish has had all the opportunity to make use of the state this world's been in because of what happened 15 years ago. Himiko doesn't really know how far the extent of that influence goes.
少なくともこの公開対談の間はあまりみっともない姿を見せないようにしてくださいね。
Yeah, because again, it's like we're trying to take like the modern point where it's like the media is probably the most powerful weapon a person can have in reality right now.
私たちは常に人々に注目され、干渉される世界に生きているのです。ここにいる撮影チームは本来これから行う演説のために用意したものでしたが、皆さんとの偶然の開口が素晴らしいドラマを付け加えてくれたようですね。画面の前の皆さん、皆さんが私の名前を知っているように、私もまた皆さんが今私に視線を向けていることを知っています。15年前、優越の主の神聖な儀式が野蛮で血まみれのゲームになり下がるのをカンパニーと二層楽園理事会は黙認しました。私もあなた方も楽園に暮らすすべての人々は人生の尊厳も財産も時間も何もかもを彼らに差し出し、引き換えに差し出されるのはお腹いっぱいになるだけの食事。私たちを囲うのは奇怪な娯楽、刺激的で血生臭い場面、薄っぺらで退屈な番組、そんなものにばかり使って何もなさないまま一日を終える。そして今、私たちは天外から訪れた聖越者たちの身勝手な暴力に怯えながら、無理やりにでも笑顔を作り、彼らに拍手を送り、喝采を送らなくてはならないのです。こんなものが神が約束した幸福なのでしょうか。いいえ、優越の主が苦痛と血に彩られた奇跡などに惑わされるはずがありません。祖が見たいと望んだのは人々の心からの笑顔でした。ですから祖は私に 啓示をお与えになったのです。皆さん、15年前のあの夕暮れの中で私を救ったのは幸運でも聖越者でも無論カンパニーでもありません。私が今立っているまさにこの場所で失ゲマが一歩また一歩と迫ってくる中、私に奇跡を授けてくださったのは優越の主でした。そうは私を生かしてくださっただけでなく、狭い部屋の中孤独に閉じ込められていた私に一枚の仮面を与えてくれたのです。そして何よりそうは私に与えられた使命に気づかせてくださいました。笑顔をなくした二層楽園に再び幸福を取り戻すという使命に。私マンガンは血塗られた遊戯の生存者として幻月遊戯への参加をここに宣言いたします。私はこのゲームで優越のアイオンの権能を勝ち取り、幸福な笑顔を二層楽園のすべての皆さんの顔に咲かせてみせましょう。姫子さん、そんな険しい顔なんてしないで笑ってください。もちろん皆さんにも幸福をお届けしますよ。この地の人々にそうするのと同じように、私はあの高慢なカンパニーの役人たちのように幻月遊戯をコントロールするつもりも、優越の神からの贈り物を単なる利益交換のためのチップにするつもりもありません。二層楽園にいる以上はもっとずっと二層楽園らしいやり方で勝負を決めなくては。皆さんが望むならふさわしい舞台を用意しましょう。海原市のマンガンテレビで開催されるテレビ討論会にご招待します。招待者は聖越者全員です。
二層楽園らしいってあんたにとって都合がいいやり方ってだけじゃん。うちらは行かないからね。
もちろん断っていただいても構いません。ではどうぞ数億もの観客からのペテン師や臆病者といった非難を受け止めてください。よく覚えておいてください。これは単なる招待ではなく、大勢の観衆の前で私を打ち破る唯一のチャンスでもあるんです。
Yeah,
も
because
ちろんあなたたちが自らを正しいと信じるならばですが。
that's the thing. It's like Foolish TV, a lot of people already watch it. We helped them get more viewers because of the competition. Therefore, it's literally become their strongest platform. And we can't just ignore it now because we brought them all those viewers. And because we brought all those viewers, even if it's like people won't think bad about us, it's like anyone can steal our fans for the debate. We need it in this kind of game. Fortunately.
すでに舞台は整いました。さあ、私と共に楽園の未来を決める最後の舞台に上がるか、あるいは諦めてこの地を去るか、どうぞお好きな方をお選びください。
あのままマンガンを行かせちゃってよかったの？
今もまだ彼女が用意したカメラは回ったままよ。このバネの言動には気をつけて。 ひとまずここを離れて列車に戻りましょう。
皆さんこんにちは。市早楽園へお帰りなさい。ではでは引き続き独占スクープをお届けします。たった今驚きのニュースが届きました。本テレビ局の局長であるマンガンさんが聖越者として幻月遊戯への参加を表明したとのことです。そして同時にマンガンさんは一大企画として世紀末テレビ討論会の開催も発表。聖越者の皆さんをマンガンテレビのスタジオへと招き、幻月遊戯がこの世界にもたらす未来とはをテーマに論戦討論を行う予定だそうです。素晴らしいテーマですね。天外から訪れた聖越者が二層楽園のヒーローを好き勝手に弾圧侮辱したばかりのこの時に、ようやく真に二層楽園の人々を思い代表してくれる聖越者が現れたわけですから。そうですね。今回の幻月遊戯は開幕早々に不穏な兆しが見え隠れしています。人気ライバー火花によるミームウイルス拡散に始まり、請求列車の七死人と仏業戦隊との交戦では雲の島や天空戦に甚大な被害がもたらされました。このような事態が頻発するようでは15年前の血塗られた遊戯が繰り返されるのではないかと、どうしても不安になってしまいますよね。ですよね。そういえば血塗られた遊戯といえばマンガンさんこそがその悲劇を生き延びた生存者でした。過去の悲劇に打ちのめされることなく歩み続けてきた彼女はまさに不屈の伝説と呼ぶにふさわしいでしょう。今回マンガンさんが聖越者として遊戯に参加するのもきっと悲劇を繰り返さないため、二層楽園の平穏な日常を天外の聖越者たちの手から取り戻すために違いありません。果たしてマンガンさんは二層楽園の全ての皆さんの願いを背に暴走しつつある遊戯を正すことができるのでしょうか。その行方を皆さんも一緒に見守っていきましょう。
何が驚きのニュースだって話だよね。自分とこの局長なんでしょ。初めから全部知ってたくせに。
なるほど、マンガン自ら挑戦を仕掛けてきたわけか。調べてみたところ、海原市は二次元シティに隣接した港町のようだ。マンガンテレビの前身となった海原テレビがあった場所だな。状況を俯瞰してみると、そのテレビ討論会自体は単なる口実に過ぎない。マンガンが一番望んでいるのは、俺たちが彼女の仕掛けた罠にかかることだろうな。それで君はどう思う？
本当にテレビ局まで対決しに行くつもり？
ああ、もちろん。でも討論会のために行くんじゃない。視聴者全員の前であいつの幸福の仮面を剥がすために行くんだ。ただ行動を起こす前にもうちょっと手助けが欲しい。
手助け？うちらは当然みんなあんたを手伝うけど。あ、もしかして。
Maybe Sparksy. あ、
サンデーさんは高校将軍のせいで幻月遊戯に巻き込まれてから列車へ帰ってきていないんだ。
Damn. Well, I was just thinking Sparksy because she's just so unpredictable. We could use that against Full Wish because maybe we're predictable, but anything related to Sparkle, it's like, damn, I don't know how you'd control that.
だが外で何かしているという話も聞かされていない。 このタイミングで彼の手を借り、騎兵として動いてもらうのは悪くないかもしれないな。
火花に手伝ってもらうっていうのはどういうことなの？
私たちにとって火花が盟友と呼べるかどうかはまだ疑問だけど、彼女の力を借りたいことがあるわ。マンガンが言ってたでしょ。狭い部屋の中に閉じ込められた彼女に優越の主が仮面を与えたって。
So she's a masked fool.
ええ。
Ah, right. That actually would make sense then.
仮に全ての愚者がパブに足を踏み入れたことがあるとしたら、あそこにはマンガンが残した愚者としての痕跡があるはず。
I didn't even think of her being a masked fool, but yeah, I guess it would be possible.
火花大会の手がかりがあったのと同じように。
火花はうちらを手伝ってくれるかな？
I mean, she's probably bored out of her mind.
ああ、なるほど。それが条件なら火花も断れないよね。
Wait, like what? We give her back the mask? I don't know if that's a good idea, but then again, we are desperate, because I'll be honest, realistically, this is a losing situation. Along before in the Phantasmal Courtyard. Oh, right, with Yao Guang.
さっき間もなく訪れる嵐はひょっとすると優越の神のせいかもって言ってたよね。あれはどういう意味？つまり上楽天君は自ら作り上げた遊戯とそのルールを今度は自ら壊そうとしてるっていうの？
こっち。この狐の面はかつてわらわが使っておった武学の霊気者。不死の霊薬を求める遥かな旅路も共にしたわらわが人として生きた日々の証でもある。今の姿となってここへ移されて、最後にこの面をかぶってから一体どれほど経ったのやら。じゃが今その面が再び診断に供された。つまり
ゲームの審判であったはずの君は試合場に引きずり出され聖越者になった。
わらわはこれまで幾度となく遊戯を取り仕切ってきた。聖越者たちが互いに領地を得て王を名乗り、仮面の力を借りて100年間にも及ぶ争いを繰り広げた。そんな遊戯を見届けたこともあれば、聖越者として遊戯に参加した司令がアイオンの力を呼び出し、一日のうちに競争相手を全員葬ろうとしたバトルロワイヤルに立ち会ったこともある。幻月遊戯そのものが妨害され中断の恐れがある時には、わらわは優越と豊穣という二つの権能をもって裁定を下し、違反者には罰を与える。いわばわらわは幻月遊戯のセキュリティシステムのようなものということじゃ。しかし今そのわらわが何者かによって聖越者にされてしまった。まったくこんなことは前代未聞じゃな。こんな真似ができる存在が果たして優越の神以外におるかのう。
そうね。その笑いの神様を大いに恨んでいる誰かとか。
誰かのう。はあ、その条件に当てはまるものは 手足の指を全部使っても数えきれんほどおるじゃろうな。戯れも過ぎては恨みを買うぞとあやつには以前から忠告してきたんじゃが、やはり因果からは逃れられぬというわけか。
誰が何のためにそうしたかは別にして、この状況を逆手に取ってみるつもりはないの？福は災いの伏すところ、災いは福の寄るところ。君が聖越者になったのはチャンスでもある。堂々とこの騒ぎに加わって裏で糸を引く誰かを表に引きずり出すためのね。
汝はわらわに協力を求めておるのか？汝ら先衆人が意味嫌う北条の意味物だというのに？
何を言っているの。君は太古の霊木なんだから北条の意味物なわけないでしょ。
汝の基準は随分と柔軟じゃのう。純子と北条か。面白いコンビになりそうじゃな。それでまずは何から始めるつもりじゃ？
まずは木の上にいる私の友人を解放してもらえるかしら。
おお、忘れるところじゃった。ほれ、そこな小鳥よ。汝がさえずることを許してやろう。
高校将軍、それとそちらの狐のお嬢さんも、お二人が興味を持ちそうな情報を手に入れましたよ。
苦痛を取り除くためのハッピーオペこれもまた北条の力。本当にキリがない。どうやら私が占いで見たあの最も恐るべき予兆は性格反対や二相楽園そのものがもたらすとも限らないみたい。このマンガンという聖越者も相当に危険な変数のようね。
どうかお二人のその目を海原市に向けていただけないでしょうか。
これはわらわたちも海原市へ向かうべきか？ならばせっかくじゃ、あれを使って工程を縮めるとしよう。
へえ、やっぱり何か特別な手段があるのね。実はずっと気になっていたの。この否定が一体どこにあって、そしてどこへつながっているのか。
では先衆陣よ、汝に見せてやるとしよう。二相楽園の素晴らしい移動手段を。着いたぞ。
もう？ってここはただの駅じゃない。
列車で目的地へ向かうなら当然じゃな。
つまりこれが君の言う二相楽園の素晴らしい移動手段なの？
他に何があるというんじゃ？せっかくなら見たことのない景色を見せてやらねばと思っての。人頭流列車は初めてじゃろ？
由緒ある幻月遊戯の仲裁者なのに、もう少しかっこいい移動手段はなかったの？
偉大なる泉州の将軍様ならばもっとかっこいい移動手段くらい持っておるというわけか？
もういい。なんだか生まれて初めて自分がバカみたいだって感じた気がする。
間もなく到着は海原市行き、海原市行きですよ。
そうじゃ、 お金は持っておるか？わらわの切符も買ってくれると助かるんじゃが。
これで生まれてから2度目ね。
Oh shit. Wait, I actually put her in my lineup. Okay. Ah shit. Wait, what is this? Oh, right. Yeah. Shit. What even would be the... Alright, you know what? Fine. Alright, let me go to game tools. I need to get a better understanding of how she... Oh, what kind of... I mean, I know I saw Yao Guang, but clearly I don't have her. Ah, fucking shit. I only have 2 of these units. The fuck you mean? Great. Fucking fantastic. I mean, I guess the main difference I'll just do, because it's the only thing I can think of, is switch Silverwolf. I guess. Not like everything of a choice. Yeah, we'll just go with this. Let's fucking go. Damn it. Or could I actually... Could I try to... Nah, you know what? I'll give Archer... Or... Could I actually try doing... Nah, you know what? Let's do something stupid. I'm gonna put both and see what happens. Just for the hell of it. But still, seriously, it's like, this is what you decided to choose as a form of transportation. Really?
道中はすっかり黙りこくっておったが、どうしたんじゃ？車窓からの景色に見とれておったのか、あるいは何か気がかりな予兆が見えでもしたかの？
幾千万の占いを経て、いかに心を止水のごとく静かに保てるようになったとしても、悪兆を見るというのはやはり心の湖面には暗雲が立ち込めるものよ。だから占いの前にはいつも心の鏡を磨いて雑念を払うようにしているの。心境のせいで結果が乱されないようにね。
もう聞き飽きておるかもしれんが、汝よりほんの少し年上のお姉さんとしてアドバイスじゃ。あまり気を張りすぎるな。災いが訪れるたびに張り詰めていては、その長い命も終わりのない拷問に変わってしまうじゃろ。
だから今この時を楽しめね。一理あるとは思うけれど、人の世の楽しみなんて朝露のように儚く消えてしまうものなのに、私たちにのしかかる重責は山々のごとく動かしがたいものなのよ。
どうも読者というのは明日の苦難を予見したばかりに目の前の楽しみを逃しがちと見える。しかしこう考えたことはあるか？汝の見た明日の苦難は今日の恐れによってまかれた種が実をなしたものやもしれぬと。結末を知っておればこそ、そこへ至るすべての景色がかけがえのないものと感じられる。そうであろう？目の前に広がる港を見よう。わらわが初めてこの地を訪れた時には、この街並みも漁船も行き交う人々も何一つここにはなかった。ここにあったのは炎だけじゃ。海は干上がり、海底はひび割れ、空は灰に覆われておった。外界天魔の軍勢は未だこの地にとどまり、鳩川へ流れ込むはずの波もまだ訪れておらんかった。わらわはあの山の頂からある絵師と共に大地に刻まれた赤黒い傷跡を見下ろしておった。消え去った全ては必ずまたよみがえると彼女は言った。手にした絵筆で壊滅させられた全てを取り戻すと誓ったのじゃ。
その誓いは 果たされたみたいね。
なればこそわらわも彼女と交わした約束を守るのじゃ。時の果てに至るまで幻月遊戯を続けさせることでな。そしてこの遊戯をしっかりと楽しんでやらねば、茶をたしなむようにその甘さや苦さ、たとえどんなに一瞬の風味であっても逃しはせぬ。そうでなくては過ぎ去った者たちや彼らの思い出に申し訳が立たんからの。
悠久の命を持ちながら一瞬を味わう、それはさぞかし豊かな風味でしょうね。けれど残念ながら、いくら長命種といっても私の寿命なんて君と比べたらほんのつかの間。それに泉州の人間として私の背負った因果はあまりに重い。君のように軽やかではいられない。比叡さん、君にとっての味わい深いゲームは、この楽園の人々にとっては生死を左右する現実なの。
わかった。ではここからはマジモードに入るとしよう。
いや、そこまでする必要はないと思うけど。それじゃあこれから漢字財岸で海原市の住民たちの運命を占う。もし彼らに滅びの災いが迫っていたなら、頭上に赤い札が浮かび上がるはずよ。帝宮は宇宙をめぐり宣誓を見通し、運命の道筋は玉彫に記される。天眼開きしとき、吉凶はおのずと示されん。狂信あらばその頂に赤き札を表したまえ。サンデーさんが霊長を通じて私の視界を君に共有してくれる。さあ比叡さん、一緒に見届けましょう。
人々の頭上に浮かんでおるのがその運命なのか？
ええ、近くで見てみましょう。
My bad. Sorry that took a while. I was just like, I wanted to just get that done right now. Alright, let's get moving. Cool.
変ね。どうして基地ばかりなの？
Wait, what's the problem? What? Like, should they not be? Or is it like the fact that everyone has those risks, right? It's interesting though, to say the least. Let me just move. Alright, cool.
請求列車は海原市から出ていけ。請求列車は二層楽園から出ていけ。こんにちは、可愛いお嬢ちゃんたち。俺たちと一緒にデモに参加していかないか？この海原市の美しい未来のために。
笑顔はお祭りのように明るいのに、ずいぶん殺伐とした掛け声じゃのう。自分たちの振る舞いに違和感を感じたりはせぬか？
ここ海原の住人は昔から礼儀を重んじているんですよ。不満を口にする時も決して笑顔を忘れない。それこそが本当の幸福の素養ですから。
海原市の平穏な暮らしは誰にも壊させたりしません。さあさあお嬢さん、一緒に旗を振りましょう。気分もすっきりしますよ。
恐ろしいほどに均一な笑顔。入念なリハーサルでもしたのかって具合ね。これじゃ
確かに背筋が凍えそうな笑顔じゃん。討論会だと言って列車組をここへ呼び込んだのはそちらの満願じゃろ。自分で招いた客人を即座に追い返そうとはどういう了見じゃ？
お前、さては請求列車の仲間だな。
なんと、わらわはそんなにも名なし人っぽいのか？額にチケットなど貼っておらぬが、それでもそう見えるほどに。
まったく何を喜んでいるのやら。
まだ若いのに髪をそんな派手に染めて、請求列車のあのウサギみたいじゃないか。ここらの人間じゃないことは一目で分かったぞ。
失礼な、これは地毛じゃ。それに名の差はあんなにも可愛いというに。待って、さっきまでの笑顔はどうした？なぜ急に表情が変わる？
お前らみたいな天外の連中に俺たちが求める幸福なんてわかるもんか。これ以上邪魔するなら容赦しないぞ。
ごめんなさい、妹は世間知らずでもう連れて行きますから。
妹だと？そんな嘘が通じると思うか？お前たち種族からして違ってるじゃないか。もう戻ってくるなよ。今度邪魔したらグアラを大勢呼んできて、お前ら二人とも海に放り込んで魚の餌にしてやるからな。
アヒルスナック1号店、思い出の味が戻ってきた。
いらっしゃい。幸福サイダーはどうだい？こいつを飲めば今日一日まるで満願曲章みたいに幸運間違いなしだぞ。
ここでも満願か。あやつはテレビ局の人間じゃろ。 サイダーとどう関係あるんじゃ？
おお、お客さんはよそから来てるから知らないんだな。満願局長はこの海原市みんなの誇りなんだ。ここから一本向こうの通りに実家があるし、正真正銘の海原娘ってわけだな。今の局長の姿からは想像できないかもしれないが、15年前あの恐ろしい事件であの子は家族を全て失ったんだ。まだ小さな子供だったのに、かわいそうにな。だがあの子は本当にけなげな子でな、持ち前の明るさと精神力で見事立ち直ってみせたんだ。満願テレビが、あの頃はまだ海原テレビだったが、あの子を主人公にしたドキュメンタリー「逆境の中の笑顔」を制作したんだが、あれがどれだけ大勢の人の心を打ったことか。大出世してすっかり大物になった今でもみんなに幸福を届けようとしてるんだ。どうだい？実に素晴らしい話だろ
う。それで君たちはみんな本当に幸せなの？
もちろん。俺を見てればわかるだろ。これも全てハッピースマイル研究会と満願局長のおかげだよ。あの子は地元の経済を支えてくれただけじゃない、日々の前向きな暮らし方まで教えてくれたんだからな。おかげで俺たちはみんなあの子と同じように悲しい過去なんて忘れて毎日ハッピーでいられるのさ。俺に言わせりゃ、俺らの幸せを心の底から願ってくれるのはあの子みたいに苦しい過去を乗り越えた経験のある人だけだ。あの子ならきっとよそから突然やってきて好き勝手してるような天外の僭越者どもをギャフンと言わせてくれるだろうよ。ほれ、こいつはサービスしてやるから飲んでいきな。この海原でしか味わえない幸福の味だぜ。うますぎて悩みなんて忘れちまうこと受け合いだ。
吉、こっちも吉。
良いことではないのか
？Damn, so like, what, this entire city is brainwashed? Damn, that's actually kind of fucked up, to be perfectly honest. Like, really? It got to everyone? Like, it can't just be that she's actually just giving surgeries to all these people, right? But it's like, how is she even doing that? Like, it's spread, like, to her entire hometown. Or, who knows, maybe she did as, like, a project, or, like, a test, right? To get, like, a collective group to actually have a better understanding as, like, the effects of this, and how much more widespread it can be. Like, what, was this, like, her first control group in regards to, the effect this happiness thing would have? Like I said, that's actually kind of fucked up. Oh, here we go.
太陽さんさん、気分は上々。こちらは満願テレビ街角幸福インタビューです。ただいま海原市の街角から皆さんのリアルな笑顔をお届けしています。お二人は遠いところからのお客さんみたいですね。最近二層楽園では一大イベントの幻月遊戯が開催されています。きっと興味がおありなんじゃないですか？
無論じゃ。これほど賑やかな行事はめったにないからの。
それは何よりですね。実はその遊戯について今世間ではある懸念が広まっているようです。請求列車の介入によって私たちの神聖な幻月遊戯が天外で起きている泥沼の勢力争いに侵されてしまったのではないかと多くの方々がそう考えているようです。この点についてお二人はどう思われますか？
世間一般、多くの方々？記者殿、これはあれか？誘導尋問というやつか？
動機をあれこれ考えるなんてせんないことよ。私たちがより関心を向けるべきは行動によってもたらされ現実に起こる結果の方でしょう。
奥深い答えですね。多くの市民はカンパニーが目指しているという繁栄よりもマンガンさんが提唱する癒しのスマイル、楽園に安らぎをこそが私たちにとってより身近で、そして切実に必要とされている未来だと感じているようですが、こちらについてはどうお考えですか？
苦痛を感じる能力と引き換えに手に入る幸福があるとしたら、果たしてそれが本当に幸福と言えるかについては大いに議論の余地があるでしょうね。
その通り。その考えにのっとるなら、甘いものを食べ続けて虫歯になったとしてそれも幸福だということになるであろうな。ずっと甘い思いだけしてきたのじゃから。
とっても分かりやすい例えですね。では最後にもしもの質問を一つ。もしもどうしてもあなたがどちらかを選ばなくてはならないとしたら、よそ者が定義した尊護とマンガンさんが提唱する幸福のどちらが二層楽園の未来にふさわしいと思いますか？
現実の未来というものはそんな狭い二者択一で語られるべきではないでしょう。それじゃあ私たちはそろそろ失礼させてもらおうかしら。
インタビューに応じていただきありがとうございました。良い一日をお過ごしください。どうも守りに入った答えばかりでまるで面白くなかった。こりゃ全部ボツだな。ちゃんと幸福にあふれるコメントをしてくれる市民を探して取り直そう。
マンガンとやらはよほど大層な人物らしいの。
この人も吉譜だ。
It's also crazy because it's like this music, it sounds so like fake, right? It's supposed to be nice, sweet, innocent, but it's like you can tell like the fact that they're like drawing it out to be like more slower tempo means that they're trying to make it sound creepy. And it's having its work, right? Because it's like just this happiness just plays on forever and ever. Yet nothing changes, no new impact. It's just like always happy. And nothing else. Seriously, this is a weird mishmash of just like total randomness. Like, I don't even know what to think.
苦しい思い出に別れを告げ、永遠の今を大切にしましょう。幸福な笑顔があなたにとって唯一の真実になるように。マンガン様の背中を追いかけ、新たな生を受け入れてこそ、私たちはこの楽園で最も幸福な住民になれるのです。
妙ね。何度占ってもこの海原市を行き交う人々の頭上に浮かぶのはどれも安泰を示す吉札ばかり。この場所では聖越者の能力による干渉が私の漢字財願にも及んでいる。そもそもそんなことがあり得るものなの？
むしろわらわには汝の考えがどんどん的を射ておるように思えてきた。道行く人々、港の漁師、町の店主、それからああして幸福を説いておる連中も、この港町に足を踏み入れた瞬間からかすかに感じておったが、この地の人々の中にはどうもわらわと似た何かがゆっくりと脈打っておるようじゃ。とはいえその何かはあまりに弱々しく、わらわにもその力はほとんど感じ取れぬ。なぜならそれはかつて砕かれ、切り刻まれ、粉々にすりつぶされ、灰になるまで焼かれ、 死んだも同然の状態になってしまったからじゃ。しかしそれに死が訪れることはない。眠りにつきただ静かに待っておるのじゃ。農夫によって畑一面に己がまかれるのをな。時が経てば必ずそれは再び目覚めることじゃろう。
この町ではほとんどの住民がハッピーオペを受けているみたい。スマイル研究会の宣伝があれだけ盛り上がるわけね。
確か汝は否定で言っておったな。服は災いの伏すところと。
誰かにとって大化な訪れであっても、別の誰かにとっては至福への転機かもしれない。もしも世界を滅ぼすほどの災いを生き延びられる人たちがいたとしたら、彼らの頭上に浮かぶのは間違いなく吉札がふさわしいと言えるはずよ。ただそんな災いの中を生き延びられるような存在はもはや人間とは呼べないでしょうけれどね。
そんなことになれば泉州の将軍たる汝がわざわざ報告せずとも遵守の視線はこの地を捉え決して離れないじゃろうな。ついてくるんじゃ。
何か対策があるの？
対策？そうじゃな。現月遊戯の審判ではなく元審判として遊戯のルールを公然と歪め緑に恩恵をばらまく聖越者に対し、わらわにできる唯一の対策は祭壇を執り行うことじゃ。
祭壇を執り行うって満願に雷を落とすとか？
そんな乱暴な真似はせん。さてまずは放棄を回収せねばな。放棄で聖越者の罪を測り力を削ぐのじゃ。庭師が伸びすぎた枝を剪定するようにな。わらわのためにサプライズを用意してくれたのじゃな。もうすぐじゃ。
ご来園の皆様にお願い申し上げます。芝生への立ち入り、枝を花を採取するなどの行為はおやめください。ルールを守り楽しく観覧しましょう。笑いの見てが皆様に笑顔をもたらしますように。
もしかしてここ？こんな人目のつくところにほうきを置いておくなんて、誰かに持っていかれでもしたらどうするの？
そう慌てるな。目的地はまだ先じゃ。大事な測量道具をこんなところに放っておくわけがなかろう。
だけどこの先は行き止まりじゃない。ああ、つまりこれは目くらましみたいなものってことね。君みたいに特別な存在は縁ある者にのみ開かれる道だとか、そういうの好きそうだもの。それで次は合言葉？それとも石でできた陣の中に飛び込むとか、あるいは
it's gonna be the most simple answer, isn't it?
君が歌いながら手を振ってみせれば木が立ち上がって頭を下げ道を開けてくれるのかしら。
ワンコウでもあるまいし、わらわにそのような力はない。ずいぶん昔のことじゃが、ある絵師のアトリエ代わりにこの場所に浮島を作ったんじゃ。無関係の誰かが通りすがりに迷い込むことがないよう、その絵師に頼んで深い森と濃い霧を描いてもらった。わらわが楽を奏でれば霧が晴れる、そういう約束でな。
Waldadon and Pipinton. Okay. Two special types of Whisper that exist in interstellar jump will be attracted to the Trailblazemon and gradually move closer to it, but they possess no offensive capability. Additionally, when they spot a help bot, they'll immediately shift their attention and move toward the help bot instead. Ah, okay.
かわいい子犬ね。ずいぶん君に懐いているみたい。
ワンコよ、頭を借りるぞ。着いたぞ。行くとしようか。
お願い申し上げます。芝生への立ち入り、枝を
どうじゃ、なかなかの景色じゃろう。
玉殿の景色に勝るのは自然の趣くらいかな。
まったく、素直に褒められん病にでもかかっておるのか。
実は
何かおかしなものでもあったか。
ごめんなさい。バカにしてるわけじゃないのよ。ただちょっと不思議に思えて。これが君が僭越者を裁定するための法規なのよね。見た目はただの定規のようだけど。
この真律の霊視を甘く見るでない。刀の姿であった150年前などはほんの一振りで山すら両断した代物じゃぞ。
比叡さん、私に言うだけなら構わないけれど、あまりよそでそんな言い方をしてはダメよ。コズミックフォースのプレイヤーあたりが聞いたら、山を吹き飛ばす程度の戦力はあって当然くらい平気で言われるでしょうから。
まさか泉州の将軍殿が違法のお茶の間での流行にまで精通しておったとはの。
牧者たる者、自らが身を置く環境、それを取り巻く風物を把握するのは当たり前のことよ。
採血者としてのわらわも似たようなものじゃな。道具は時代に応じて変えていかねば。このご時世に制服姿の美少女が台頭して街を練り歩くというわけにもいかんじゃろ。
きっ ちんと常識にのっとって行動できるキエさんはいい子ね。
I mean, at least she is kind of breaking the mold, right? Because it's like, yeah, you do see that in like a lot of anime. Just like, they just have a sword casually and it's fine. So, you know what? I'll give it to Evanescence for that one.
それじゃあなたの言うところの測量を見せてもらおうかしら。
世界を測り天の掟を刻まれし両党真律の霊視よ。今ここに虚実真偽の尺度を裁定し現月のもとあらゆる掟破りの罪を計りたまえ。これは何ということじゃ。マンガンはあやつは聖越者ではないと。
Yeah, I know it. That's what I was saying. It's like, there's no way it's actually her. She's probably having some... Because that's the thing. It's like, she probably herself even knows there's always a way around it, right? And... My bad. But I was about to say, it's like, there's always like a referee for stuff like this, right? Like when it came to the Holy Grail War, there's always like an overseer from the church, or hell, even a ruler would show up, right? Like there has to be someone who judges the games as fair and judges those who break the rules, right? I figure even Fulwish knows that too, right? Because when it came to the whole thing with what happened 15 years ago, surely there must have been someone who would have thought to take an act back then. So all you had to do was just make sure no one knows who the supplicant is, right? Because that's the thing. It's like I said before, without the mask, you can't confirm anything. Because since we learned, and again, maybe Evanescence and them don't know it, that the three rangers shared a mask. Who's to say they weren't given it to it by someone else, or that they couldn't transfer it, right? Or that someone else actually used it, but they can spread their influence of the mask to others. There's no rule against that, right? Again, Fulwish having it just makes it too obvious as well, because you would just have to take her down, but is that really the case? It's like, even if you beat her, you don't beat her supplicant.
聖越者でない以上ルール違反を裁断することはできん。
So very impressive how she thought of this too. Like, did she know about that?
どういうことなの？
Or maybe it's whoever the supplicant is for her that they know more.
マンガンが聖越者でないとしたら、なぜ公の場で幻月遊戯への参加を宣言したの？それに否定の診断にあった八つ足のタコの仮面は、あれは一体誰の？
あの仮面は無数の聖越者によって共有されておる。今の海原市、いや、二次元シティは。
Oh, hold up. Is it like propagation, right? Where it's kind of like one bug, but they can still multiply more and more. Is that what it is? Whatever is like the main cause or derivative of the happiness surgery, or whatever beings backing up that power, they're technically the ones, right? But anyone who has this happiness surgery and stuff, they're also part of it, right? Because they're like a hive mind. Is that what it is? That's crazy.
どこもかしこも聖越者だらけじゃ。
Well, I mean, wow, that's very impressive because again, it's like there's only a rule that a supplicant can't enter twice. But it's true, there's nothing that says like you can't have more than one person have the mask, right? Because sure, there are 8 supplicants, but that's not constrained too much, right? Very impressive, I have to admit. That is definitely something new.
幻月遊戯が始まって以来、こんな状況は初めてじゃ。
But still, you need someone pretty sharp to actually figure that out, or at least to understand how a hawk kind of works, right? So it's like, I don't think Fulwish is the mastermind. Definitely has to be someone else. I just can't for the life of me think who it is.
将軍、誰かがそちらに。ああ、炭鉱さんでしたか。一緒にいるのは。
ああ、炭鉱さん、戻ったのね。そしてそちらはジン、あるいは泉州の重罪人王政と呼んだ方がいいかしら。自分から網にかかってくれるなんてどうもありがとう。
玉殿の将軍、どうやらその眼界は未だ泉州の方に囚われているようだな。
ああ、
俺が来たのは俺たちの共通の敵を殺すためだ。
共通の敵？泉州の敵は君よ。性格ハンターとなってから君は巨量の数律宮から派遣された駐在士をことごとく殺した。主命の職人をそそのかして剣を修繕させ、彼らにも罪を負わせた。何より許しがたいのは、仲間と共謀して我が泉州玉殿獣王氏の禁域に押し入ったこと、そして鬼人飛輪を踏み荒らし英霊たちの安眠を妨げ、死者の秘密を盗み出したことよ。君にそれだけの罪を犯させる眼界はさぞ凄まじいものなのでしょうね。君と私にどんな共通の敵がいるというの？せいぜい詳しく。
ほう、僕が隠居してた間にオタクは随分やんちゃしてたらしいな。そんなやんちゃ坊主に育つと知ってたら、剣を求めて主命へ足を運んだあの時、踏んじばってでも中連宮から引っ張り出して仲間にしておくんだったよ。
こちらは？
お初にお目にかかる高校将軍。泉州同盟にはかねてより随分世話になっててな。名前を偽るなんて野暮なことはしないとも。僕の名はラマンチャだ。
この地では公然と偽名を名乗っていただろ
う。巡回レンジャーの狩猟、意外な出会いがあったものね。
将軍、今はどうか過去の因縁は脇に置いてもらえないだろうか。話を聞いてほしい。この世界の存亡に関わる問題で将軍の占いにあった最悪とも関係している。
先ほどお前が並べ立てた罪状について否定するつもりはない。だが泉州にとって本当に重要なのは俺のような罪人の生き死になどではないだろう。お前たちの本当の望みは幾度も妖精を呼び覚まし意味物を集め、何度殺そうとも決して果てぬ大敵に血の代償を払わせることのはずだ。北条の司令、出骨を再び沈め、未来永劫をよみがえることのないようにする。俺は今まさにその機会をお前の目の前に差し出しているのだ、将軍。どうしても俺を裁き恨みを晴らしたいというのならそれもいいだろう。おとなしく天道に乗って巨領へ行き審判を受けてやる。だが先ほども言った通り、 俺がここへ来たのは救世主になるためではなく、過去を繰り返さないため。そして俺たちの共通の敵の企みを打ち砕くためだ。30年前の宝庫決戦がこの世界で繰り返されることを望まないなら、俺の言葉を信じることだ。スマイル研究会が行っているハッピーオペには出どころ不明の出骨の細胞が使われている。
Ah, okay. Wow. Damn. But that would make a lot of sense though, because again, it's like for it to evolve to such a degree, like I understand the effects it can have, but to literally infect it to that point and to multiply the effects like that, it would have to be something similar, right? Damn. Okay. And what, they're cells? What the hell? Like what, they get the body or something? Or what? You've gotta be kidding me though. Like, really?
つまり手術を受けた人たち全員だ。
Like they're all Shuhu.
すでに聖越者になっている。あとは眼力が集まるのを待つだけで血肉の意志は目覚め、すべての宿主を養分に変えるだろう。
Oh yeah.
八つ足のタコの仮面をかぶっているのは一人の人間ではなく、バラバラにされながらこの地の人々の体に潜む
Wow.
豊穣の指令。
Wow, so it's literally like like they're saying a parasite. That's insane. But again, it would make that possible otherwise. Because again, they all fall under the collective as to one person. Right, with the power of Imaginite and Wish power, they could bring something to life. Damn, but to use that to bring Shuhu back? Fuck, man. Damn, I'm glad I got that history lesson from Dragosonic. I definitely needed, like the blade lore and stuff. Otherwise I'd have no clue what they're talking about, but at least to a degree I have an understanding. But what the hell?
一体誰がこれほどおぞましいものを二層楽園に持ち込んだというの？
Right, that is the million-dollar question. How the hell did he even get here? Because again, I don't think it could have been Full Wish by herself. Could it be maybe someone who works with a Lord Ravager, maybe? To create a new, like, Lord Ravager in their place? With an Emanator, possibly? Wait, a Spark to be... Ah, shit.
事実無根、誹謗中傷。何言ってんの？みんな自分の目で見てたんだから。あんたが聖越者の仮面を奪われてボッコボコにされてるとこをさ。
そうそう、ご丁寧に自分で配信までして全宇宙にその勇姿を見せたくてたまらなかったんだろ？公開処刑配信ってやつ？
奪われてだなんて人聞き悪い。聖越者同士で奪うも何もないでしょ。あれはさ、言うなれば戦術的エモニケーション。戦術でありながら芸術でもあったんだよ。そんなこともわかんなかったな。やはーい、これは名高き請求連射のラクーンちゃんじゃん。どうしたの？イワナちゃんのいたずらが恋しくなっちゃった？
Fuck no.
マンガンテレビから聖越者討論会への招待が来てただろ。
確かに来てたけど、ねえ聞いてよ。今の火花って配信ルームをバンされるわ、聖越者の仮面もアンチの親玉にぶんどられるわで散々なんだよ。だからいくら討論会に出たくてもちょっと無理かなって思ってたんだけど、こうして君から電話をくれたってことは
アンチにもまだ少しは良心が残ってたってことかな。火花に交渉のチャンスをくれる気になったな。
まずはこっちの質問に答えてもらおう。マンガンって本当に仮面の愚者なのか？
どうだろう。別に愚者がみんなパブに名前と住所を登録してるわけじゃないし。でも彼女の配信を見て火花はきっと愚者だって思ったかな。理由は同類の勘と、それから彼女のキャッチコピーだって、癒しのスマイル、楽園に安らぎをだよ。クスクス、こんなにイかれてるんだもん。愚者に決まってるよね。
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there would have to be a degree of crazy in there otherwise. Because, I mean, to be fair, who wouldn't think of it as crazy now that she emphasized that to us? Like, yeah, it definitely sounds not hysterical, but it's definitely like hysterical.
仮面の愚者って大抵は想像しいし、ほらほら、これからやらかしますよって雰囲気がダダ漏れになるものなんだ。
Yeah, if anything, she's actually not that different from them when you get down to the nitty-gritty.
でも漫画は例外。彼女の狂気はね、冷静でスマートなの。国にも匹敵するほどの財産を持ち、一般人の年収の10倍はしそうなオーダーメイドの服を着こなして、毎日のように社会福祉を訴える実業家のお姉さん。それがまさか仮面の愚者だなんて誰も思わないでしょ。まさに完璧な偽装ってわけ。
I mean, she would need that to defy all logic, so fair play.
彼女のことを調べてほしい。
無謀だよ。火花にまた愚者の仲間を裏切れっていうの。
You'd probably do it for less on a normal day. Let's be honest. If I was to give you $5, you'd probably do it in a heartbeat.
調べてくれたら仮面を返してやる。
実は一番の報酬は裏切りの方なんだけどね。交渉成立。任せてよ。何か分かったらすぐに教えてあげるから。マンガン、そんな名前の愚者なんていたかな。聞いたことないよね。
Oh. Could it be someone disguising as her? Because, I mean, to be fair, she's been gone, right? Who's to say it's even the same person anymore? Wait. Hold up. Sparksy was able to transform into other people, right? Is it possible that this Fullwish isn't actually Fullwish, maybe? Right? Like, someone who just, like, has their memories and their ideas and everything. Like, just someone mimicking her? Oh, that'd be even crazier. Because again, it's like, again, you can probably try to deduce like the information and everything. You can probably put on a perfect disguise. We've seen like the Tanukis do it, right? So who's to say like, probably isn't like when Fullwish left, she was gone and someone took her place to bring back Shuhu. Oh, that would be wild. Because again, then it would also explain like why you can't look into Fullwish being a supplicant, right? Because it wouldn't be Fullwish. Maybe. I think it'd be pretty cool if that was the case. But we'll have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Ah, great. Now I'm Sparksy again. Fantastic. Damn, now I have to check what kind of team would I even use for it then. Give me a second. Jeez. Damn, I didn't even really get the fight as evidence yet. That's bullshit, man. Well, at least I did the trial, so that's something, I guess. But still. Okay, Don Hung, myself, and... great. Don't really have anything for that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna change the team. I can't be bothered. Let's just go with this. Oh, right. I forgot you're Giovanni.
花、いえ、火花さん。つい先日私の目の前で花火さんの持ち物をかすめ取っていったばかりのはずでしょ。それでどうして久しぶりだなんて言うんです？お願いですから今度こそ正直に教えてください。今回はどなたのコレクションを盗むおつもりですか？
花火とは世紀の大和解をしたんだし、過去のことなんて水に流しちゃってよ。今回は真面目な相談があってきたの。盗んだりしないから安心して。
ほう、それではご用件を伺いましょうか。あの火花さんをそれほど真面目にさせるとは、きっとよほど面白いお話なのでしょう。
マンガンって人について教えてほしいな。ほら、テレビで僭越者全員に招待を送ったあのメディア界の大物。あの人って本当に火花たちの仲間なの？だったらどうして一度もパブで見かけたことがないのかな？
彼女のことはもちろん存じ上げていますが、確かに私もパブでお見かけしたことはありませんね。もしもマンガンさんが本当に愚者の一員だとすれば、人の出入りの激しいパブで噂の一つも聞こえてこないというのはおかしな話です。保管エリアの登録簿にも彼女の名前はありませんね。何も預けたことがないか、もしくは偽名でここを利用していたか。
困ったな。顔の広いジョバンニちゃんでもあの人について何にもわかんないなんて。
やめてください。そんな手には乗りませんよ。ですが一つ考えがあります。愚者ならば誰もが一度はパブに足を運んだことがあるはず。もしもマンガンさんが本当に愚者だとするなら、彼女がここを訪れたのはきっと心をえぐられるような悲劇の後だったのではないでしょうか。
Yeah, because I'll be honest, after we were saying like how she could have been a fool, I was thinking in the back of my mind, right? Is it possible that she already went crazy from that point on, right? Like maybe after the incident, in order to steer her in that direction of going to space for her studies. Is it possible that maybe she became a fool then? It would be the most logical sense in this case, right? Because again, she would have needed that kind of insanity beforehand after she gained the intel to make this kind of plan in the first place.
それって15年前の血塗られた遊戯、裏若き少女の心を深くえぐったあの悲劇のこと？
Okay. But I mean, surely people would have noticed that, right? If she became one at that time and entered the tavern? Even if she did use a fake name, because again, by that point, it's like, would people really not have questioned it? Wouldn't she have been the center of attention, being the sole survivor?
なるほど。つまり病院に行って彼女のカルテを探してみるべきかもってことだね。
中のよく食べるさん、よく食べるさん、速やかに退院手続きをお願いします。よっ。精神衛生科のスカーベン先生。
ガンマンゴンと。あ、やっぱりあった。
Oh, okay, wow, that quickly. Okay. Full wish, planted humanoid category, Autopian subspecies, cranial neurology department. Chief complaint. After experiencing a significant psychological trauma, the patient developed an unknown disorder in the language center. Wait, really? Specific symptoms include the inability to describe negative feedback received by the self and an inability to actively express the pain perceived by the self. Meanwhile, the patient exhibits hallucinatory symptoms described as the ability to sense the inner desires of... Wait, what? What the hell? What was like... Maybe she became a fool before being sent? No, but she would have been sent here straight after the incident, right? Like, for safety and to check up if she's okay? Or maybe she developed some kind of unknown symptom as a result, kind of like some form of PTSD or something? The patient is in good health with no relevant medical history or family history of hereditary diseases. The patient previously suffered from post-traumatic stress. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Examination report. Electroencephalogram. Cerebral lobe structural imaging and modeling analysis indicate no foreign bodies or visible damage to the patient's brain. Mild non-pathological tissue growth detected at synesthesia beacon implant site. The cause remains... Oh, okay, so something did happen to her. Following a localized wish power detection approved by the Department of Operational Defense, low-frequency undetectable imagery appeared in the anterior cingulate cortex. It hasn't significantly affected the cranial nerves yet. Oh, okay, so it's like, again, maybe some form of like a parasite. Its correlation with the patient's condition remains unverified, and the possibility of psychologically induced language disruption can be ruled out. Testing confirms the patient can accurately describe the desires of others. Simultaneously, as the patient verbalizes these descriptions, the empathetic subject experiences intense hallucination and loses all rationality. The mechanism behind this remains unclear, though it appears to fall under hypnotic or telepathic phenomena. For now, we'll designate the patient's unusual condition as happiness syntax. Description: aberration interference sustained release tablets type 2. Take 2 tablets daily, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, 30 minutes after meals. Those will be adjusted on disease progression follow-up evaluations. I have to wonder, right? Because Himiko was also like, you're really going to follow the same path as that psycho, right? Is it possible that, considering... Because that's the thing, right? What that murderer did at the school 15 years ago, Asheville sensed that energy around that time, right? And also now. Is it possible that under the influence at that time, that murder had an effect on Fulwish herself? Like, maybe not as a direct result, but indirectly, some kind of foreign entity or item or whatever had already infected her by that point, but again, it couldn't really be detected as to something known to man currently, or at least that they don't have the knowledge of. I have to wonder if maybe that's the case. Because again, to be fair, it's like that person was trying to do their own form of like, not happiness, but their own form of elation, right? Although in a twisted way, and this is kind of in some kind of twisted way, not the same, but to an extent, it's similar.
今のが読んでもよくわかんないかも。やっぱりお医者さんに聞いてみた方がいいかな。もしもーし、お医者さん、お医者さんはいらっしゃいませんか。
誰かと思えばあなたでしたか。火花大会の患者第0号さん。まだ超常現象管理局に収容されずにいたとは。神様も随分甘いようですね。あなたのせいで急いで二層楽園を離れなくてはいけなくなるところでした。宇宙船のチケットまで取ったんですからね。開拓者さんのおかげでその必要はなくなったみたいですが。それで今日はどこが悪くてここの救急に？
ことじゃなくて、昔ここへ来た患者について聞きに来たな。ほら、このカルテの患者なんだけど、見覚えないかな？
いや、そもそもあなたまさか本気で私を医者だと信じてるわけじゃないでしょうね。まあそれならそれでいいですけど、その患者さんなら確かに覚えがありますよ。
それで彼女はどんな愚者だったの？
この病院の歴史を振り返れば、ここがひっくり返るような騒ぎを起こした人はそう珍しいわけじゃありませんけど、初めてここへ来るなり天井を吹き飛ばしたのは彼女くらいのものでしょう。
へえ、彼女ってば一体何をやらかしたの？
当時まだ16歳の少女だった彼女は、驚くべきことに手にしたばかりの愚者の仮面を粉々に砕こうとしたんです。
Oh, really? She got a mask back then? Oh, so it is. You can reuse masks from the past. I see. But again, she wasn't a supplicant at the time, right? Like, she didn't take it yet. She was given the opportunity because there was a desire, right? But she didn't use it yet. Which means she didn't compete yet. I see. That's how she was able to get over the rule, right? But then again, she's not even the one to use it either. And that's probably also part of her principle, right? Not only for the plan, but is that she doesn't want to be a part of that disaster, right? Wow, okay, very interesting.
愚者の仮面って壊そうと思って壊せるものだっけ？
Yeah, can it?
もちろん不可能ですよ。仮面を痛めつけてみせることについてはあなたの方が経験豊富では？
Oh, okay. Right, because it gave us an option, like, we could have said we destroyed a mask, right? But we didn't. I wonder if maybe Himiko knew something about that or not and just didn't tell us. Or that was her way of kind of telling us without saying anything. Because otherwise that'd be like telling people about a secret rule.
変なこと言わないでよ。イバナは自分の仮面を壊そうとするほどバカじゃないってば。ただ必要なら思い切ってその仮面を置き去りにするだけ。
何にせよ仮面は愚者自身の一部です。当人が消滅しない限り仮面も壊れることはありません。
Right, because it's a physical manifestation of their rooted desire, right? Because otherwise, how else would they even become a supplicant? Fair?
あの時面白半分に手を貸した愚者もいましたが、彼らが手を尽くしてようやくできたことといえば仮面に小さな亀裂を入れるだけ。そして仮面に亀裂が入った瞬間にほとばしった力がこの病院の壁にも一本の亀裂を刻み込んだわけです。出しゃばりで役立たずな愚者たちを壁から引っぺがすのに数日、壁の塗り直しには半月もかかりましたよ。部屋ちょっと巻き戻って。
おお、これがその亀裂なんだ。それでしょう先生、この中には何があるの？
さてそれは何とも。中へ入ってみようとした愚者もいましたが、それを試みた誰もが狂ってしまったので。
狂った？
ええ、ブツブツ独り言をつぶやくばかりなのに、なぜかとにかく幸せそうでした。彼らが何を見たのか誰も知りませんし、知りたくもないですね。そんなわけでここは塞がれていたんですよ。さあ忠告はしましたからね。
危険？火花ちゃんのあまりの可愛さより危険なものなんてこの世にあるはずないよね。火花のみんな、よーく見てて。今から火花ちゃんがこの謎めいた亀裂の探索にみんなを連れてってあげるから。高評価フォローよろしくね。それじゃあレッツゴー。
なのにどうして私はまだ生きているのでしょう。
君はマンガン？
誰かいるんですか？
マンガンさん、宅配です。
荷物誰からでしょう。何も頼んだ覚えは。これは仮面。中にメモが入ってますね。
Oh, it didn't just appear before. Someone gave it to her. Was it maybe a participant of the former games, or maybe Aha found someone to deliver it to her themselves?
生き残った君へ、ワールドエンドへようこそ。そうそう、テレビで泣いている君を見たんだ。あれは実に実に愉快だった。一体誰がこんな私にこんなことをして何になるんです。私が何をしたって言うんですか。教えてください。私にはちっともわかりません。こんなこと、何がそんなにおかしいって言うんですか。
何これ、マンガンがパブの招待を受けた日ってこと？いくらなんでも冗談きつすぎだよね。パブの誰がこんな真似したのか知らないけど、はあ、さすがの火花ちゃんもこんなの見てらんないよ。ん？待って、こんな幻覚を見せられたからってなんで幸せで狂っちゃうわけ？
おや、あなたはどうやって入ってきたのですか？いえ、そんなことは些細な問題ですね。ようこそいらっしゃいました。どうぞ怖がらずに楽にしていただいて結構ですよ。あなたは例のグラフィエ学院での騒ぎを主導していたという配信者の方ですよね。
へえ、メディアの女王様も火花のこと知ってるんだ。
もちろん、聖越者同士の初戦で
火花さんの名は二層楽園中に轟きましたから。それだけでなく私にはわかります。あなたの心にある渇望が。
火花の渇望？
あなたがここを訪れたのはある答えを求めてのこと。異なる仮面をかぶった愚者からその仮面を剥ぎ取り、果たして何者なのか見極めたいのでしょう。その願いは叶いますよ。あなた方と同じように私も運命の巡り合わせによって自らの仮面を手にしました。しかしあなた方と違い、私はそれに触れることさえいとわしいのです。ですから私には皆さんのような強い力はありません。その代わりというにはささやかですが、私にも一つだけ取り柄がありまして、皆さんが心の奥で最も渇望する幸福を感じ取ることができるのです。
幸福？火花は毎日幸せだけどね。それより君の方こそ大丈夫なの？さっき君の過去を見ちゃったんだけど、さすがにちょっと同情しちゃうな。
同情ですか。そうですね。翔さん先生はこれを幸福文法と呼び、ある種の病気だと勘違いしているようですが、私に言わせればこれは愉悦の祝福なんです。あれだけ苦しんだ過去があればこそ、神は慰めとしてあなた方それぞれの心の奥底にある幸福を聞かせてくださったのでしょう。あなたの心の奥で脈打つ渇望の匂いがわかります。まるで蜂の巣からにじみ出る甘美な蜜のようなそれは、あなたの神経を伝って全身を巡り、甘くねっとりと溶けていくのです。
まあ当然だよね。何しろ火花ちゃんってば当分方の甘々美少女なんだから。でもソムリエちゃん、香りだけで分かった気になってちゃダメだと思うな。だあ、火花を味わってみない？
ではご期待にお応えして、まずは一口。証人、あなたは人々が自分へ向けるあらゆる視線が憧れで満ちることを渇望しています。多くのフォロワーをつなぎ止めるための秘訣、それ自体があなたの渇望するものではありませんか？
そうだよ。
次に勝利。最初の聖越者の戦いはほんの些細なつまずきに過ぎません。仮面を取り戻しさえすれば、あなたは必ずや幻月遊戯を制覇することでしょう。
そうだよ。そうでなくっちゃ。
そして笑いの神は自ら
Give me a sec, I'll be right back.
あなたに体感するのです。それも永遠に。そうは泣きながらあなたに懇願することでしょう。新たな愉悦のアイオンになってくださいと。それらすべての行き着く先は永遠の満足です。
とっても静か。
ゆる共演はその究極の満足へと至る過程で虚しさを埋めるためだけの無に過ぎません。新たなる神よ、どうぞこちらへ。これはあなたの世界。あなたの足元にひれ伏し、少し手を伸ばすに届く。さあ、飛び込んでみてください。あなたの世界を抱きしめ、この楽園と一つになるのです。二度と分かたれることのないように。まさかこの完璧な渇望に抗えるとは。あなたはひどく矛盾した存在なのですね。惜しくもあり、興味深くもあります。
完璧？勘違いはダメだよ。君の作った幻がどれほど最高でもその本質は変わらない。簡単に手に入る幸福なんてさやみたいに味気ないものにしかならないんだから。愚者なんてみんな延々ともがき続けた果てにようやく人生の面白みが分かってきた連中でしょ。満足？自分の仮面と向き合うことすらできない偽物ちゃん、よーく聞いて。仮面の愚者の一番得意なことはね、苦痛を至上の美酒にまで醸造し、絶望を最強のジョークに仕立てることなんだよ。甘い砂糖水をごちそうさま。全然美味しくなかったよ。
甘美な幸福を断られてしまっては、罰としてこちらの苦いお酒を勧めるしかありませんね。
お断りだよ、ソムリエちゃん。今度は君がこの強烈な火花味を流し込む番でしょ。みんな、火花の配信両面ようこそ。二層楽園幸福奔放崩壊編始まるよ。
Oh my god, I've been on a stream for 3 hours, only finally I get a real fight. I mean, yes, I did for the trial for damn, I almost called her Yai Sakura. For Evanesia. But serious? See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, storytelling's at least getting better, but dude, put more fights in. Are you fucking serious? Like, I know I talked for a bit at the start of the stream. I know I did like 2-3 mini games, but dude, took me this long to get an actual fucking fight. What the hell? What's wrong with you people? Do better. Like, please, for everyone's sake, not just for me. Ah, shit, of course I have the wrong person. Oh well. I just have to deal with using Silver Wolf for this. Ah, shit, Archer's not good for this either. Fuck me. I'll aim for you, I guess. I just have to do something.
私の番か。
バイバイ。どれがボス？見てて。かくれんぼしよっか。答え見つけてごらん。けど数ばっかり多すぎだよ。さすがの愚者だって疲れるんだからね。仮面一つのためにこんな苦労をする羽目になるなんて割に合わないよ。たかが愚者の分際で俺のおもちゃを壊しやがって。
Oh, okay, there we go. There's something new.
ようやく黒幕がお出まし。もっと早く気づくべきだったよね。漫画なんて表で動くための操り人形でしかなかったってさ。それで幕の後ろから糸を引っ張ってる君は何者？黙れ。誰ってつまり自分のこともわからないマヌケちゃんってこと？ねえちょっとさすがにあんまりじゃない。もう一人の自分がひどい目に遭う様子を眺めるのがそんなに面白いの？いい加減出てきてよ。そっちが勝手にヤバいことに首突っ込んだんでしょ。特大の蜂の巣をつっつくなんてさ。しょうがない。
こちらの状況は以上だ。出骨の血肉のせいでジンも少し苛立っている。奴が完全に暴走するのを防ぐためにも俺はこちらに残らなくては。
Yeah, I mean, I guess he would, considering this is somewhat personal for him.
気をつけてね。私たちのことは心配いらないわ。
Again, I'm thankful to you, Don Hong, finally doing something again in the plot. I'm glad they didn't leave you out, I guess.
スマイル研究会が約束した幸福の正体がまさか北条の指令の血肉だったとはな。マンガンの陰謀は単なる失ゲ魔の模倣にとどまらないようだ。
And Sonny, what's the situation on your end?
品津さんと一緒にテレビタワーへ到着しました。こちらは討論会の会場設営中で今のところ異常は見受けられません。
二人は知り合いだったの？
話すと長くなりますのでその話はまた後ほど。私は調律の力を使って聖越者であることを隠し皆さんのサポートに集中しましょう。
General Yaguang? What's going on with her?
彼女は手術を受けた人々の治療法を探しに行った。
でもおかしくない？あんな騒ぎを起こしておいてまだ討論会に人を集めようだなんて。 大勢の前で正体をばらされるのが怖くないのかな。
If anything, I think it just doesn't really matter, right?
この件が表沙汰になれば人々はパニックに陥る。
Yeah.
彼女は私たちが軽々しく事実を公表できないことを見越してるんでしょうね。
And again, we don't really know the extent of her what the extent of her wish power even goes to, right? Like, because wouldn't the panic also kind of lead to still wanting to join her, right? At least that's how I feel about this. So, I don't know. Like, regardless, she'd still have the winning hand.
少々補足を。カンパニーの調査で把握できた研究会の規模からすると
What the fuck?
ハッピーオペを受けた者の数は20万を超えています。
Dude, what the hell has the IPC been doing this whole time? Like, dude, you seriously telling me they let this shit go this out of control and didn't think of anything? No, this has to be part of their grand master plan, right? I'm starting to think maybe it is, right? Like, they leave all these problems, so then at some point they'll have to solve it in one fell swoop. But in doing so, it could have probably tried to make the IPC look good if they manipulated the game, right? But now with the Astro Express here and their whole like alliance thing kind of postponed for now, maybe this is their way of trying to make the Astro Express the center of attention for that, right? So then when we get back to having to make that discussion, even if we try to make AHA be a part of it, it's like, no, people want you, right? So it's like, we'll have nowhere else to turn but accept the terms.
このデータを元にした計算に
There's
よれば
no way this has just been
こ
like,
れらの支持者が満願にもたらす優位性
there's no way it lasted for this long and they didn't know
皆様の勝率は
anything.
71%です。
I didn't expect it to be that high.
マンガンは全ての制圧者に挑戦状を叩きつけてる。つまり勝率は初めからそう高いものじゃないわ。必ず奥の手を隠してるはずよ。気を抜かないようにね。
I don't know, because again, Full Wish isn't necessarily the mastermind, right? There's still someone else. We don't know who it is. So who's to say she isn't like sacrificing herself in this game for someone else? Because at the end of the day, she's not a real supplicant. We know that. But who's to say that she isn't doing this for the real supplicant? I'm just saying. And again, with the panic, depending on who's wearing the mask that she gave up, we don't know what the extent of their wish power is, or what the desire, or what energizes that wish power, or what form the wish power is to maximize their power slash potential of the mask of this mysterious supplicant. What's the IPC planning this time?
私はこの正体を正式に断って法上の異変への対処を第一目標とします。論理。今の二層楽園に必要なのは聖越者よりも CEO です。
See, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like this is part of their plan. Like, again, I still can't say if this is actually Pearl's plan or the IPC or hell, even Diamond's plan, but in the end, we're the ones having to face all of these people. We're the ones having to be the heroes and quote-unquote exposing the truth, right? So I kind of feel like it's still going their way, because again, the more people we influence, the more this is a live stream, the more we end up defeating the bad guys, the more people will think that once they let loose the idea that, oh, there's going to be an alliance between the IPC, Jean-Jo, and the Express, people are more likely to just say like, well, I mean, clearly we've seen enough proof that the Express is the best to handle it, right? I'm still thinking that's kind of where this is going, but again, maybe they'll surprise. Like I said, they've been able to surprise us a bit here and there before, so who knows? Maybe there is more to it.
もしも事態が制御不能に陥るようなことがあれば、その時点で現月遊戯を中止させます。ですがその時までは、メディア広報部に皆様を全力でバックアップさせ、マンガンによる世論工作を打ち消すよう努めましょう。
それで十分よ。ありがとう。
至る所に危険が潜んでいるこの状況下で全員が海原市へ向かうのは得策ではないだろう。俺とナノカ。
そうだね。万が一家を取られたら大変だし、列車にも留守番は必要だよ。それにうちはもともと討論会って柄でもないしね。
We'll take it from here.
オッケー。その時になったらあんたを応援するコメントをたくさん飛ばしてあげるからね。
それじゃあ私たちは出発しましょう。また後で連絡するわね。
セーブポイント到着。次はもっと楽しいとこ行こう。
乗車券をお手元にご用意の上、順番に改札をお通りください。
I guess this will probably be a good place to end the stream for now, because it's probably gonna be a while for when this whole thing goes up. Because again, it's like I feel like there's gonna be more than just a debate. Because, dude, like Silver Wolf and Evanescence is supposed to be the face of this patch, right? But they haven't really done anything yet, so I feel like that's what's gonna come about later. Like Evanescence, we barely used her at all. And also, it's like Silver Wolf's advertised for this, but hello, we haven't seen her. Like, bro, only in that one moment with Don Hung and Blade. So I'm kind of thinking there is more to this, like a lot more. Like, it can't just be as simple as it was last time with the Daybreak Rangers or whoever the hell they were. Oh, by the way, I think I figured out that one mask with like the blue and black, like the ears and like the little like mouth cover. I think it is Silver Wolf's, because I'm starting to see it with like her boots and her tail have those same like accents. Dude, is she playing Tap Tap? Oh wait, no. This is that virtual saber game, right? I don't know why I forgot about that. I remember people were playing this with like their VR headsets, right? Where like you use the two sabers and you can like slash the blocks to the beat of the song too. I forgot, but what was the name of that game again? I don't know, because I don't have a virtual reality set, but I think you guys would know it. But yeah, I'll leave this for now. We've already done like 3.5 hours, which is fine. Again, I feel like there's definitely still a lot more to this, because again, still haven't seen Silver Wolf in action. Evanescence, not really in action. I did the tutorial part first, so that was like the only other one. But again, still getting the sense that we're not really in the clear at all. If anything, we still don't really understand much of how this even came about, or how is this even possible. And again, I'm wondering if we'll actually learn the identity of the person who even gave what was it called? Who gave Fullwish this idea in the first place, to use abundance for it, right? Because again, she is kind of using the same power the other person used in those games 15 years ago. Like, would she really use that same power? I mean, I get that she's kind of gone off the deep end, and with the kind of insanity that a masked fool possesses, you would choose that, as long as it was to obtain your desires. But still, it's pretty crazy. But we'll have to see where we go from there. But yeah, we'll return back to this on Sunday as normally, as we should. Like I said, I did this to make up for not doing a stream yesterday. Tomorrow, I definitely will do Tales of Berseria Remastered, because we definitely got to continue off of the cliffhanger last time when we made it to the temple, but we saw that there's like underground ruins, like basically like a dungeon that we have to go through. So I definitely want to see if my theory about the maiden is correct. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's like by some way we're there before it's too late, but knowing the direction of the game in Berseria, we're more than likely too late. But we'll see. We'll see where we go from there. And like I said, hopefully, I cannot stress this enough, hopefully I will be able to at least get one Punishing Grey Raven stream off this week. I hope so. Because god damn it, it's like I really did want to do it the past 2 weeks, but I was just so low on energy from work at that point. It's like, damn. I don't want to do it like half-ass or make it a short stream or anything. It's like I want to dedicate the appropriate amount of time and interest into the story. So hopefully I can do that this week. But we'll see what we can do about that. And like I said, in regards, but again, depending on when the Wuthering Waves like part where Denia comes out, because I'm assuming, if I'm remembering correctly, there should be like another part of the story for Denia's part, because we do that a lot with the other characters. So if that is the case, then maybe depending on what day the Wuthering Waves update is, I'll do that on that day, and whatever day isn't the Wuthering Waves thing, I'll do PGR. But like I said, I have to see how that works on my schedule. But anyway, let me give a huge shout out to Guardian Soulblade for showing up to stream. Always great seeing you. And yeah, that's basically all I have up today right now. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream and already found the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check my YouTube channel and post at the bottom. Subscribe as well. Join Discord, you guys have already. Links to all those are on the channel. But this has been Xando's Vice. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.